Whether you're putting in a hard day's work or trail riding on the weekend, Mule side-by-sides are built to get it all done with confidence. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FXT, no matter the task, there's a perfect Mule side-by-side to help get the job done. We've stayed authentic to our roots for over 30 years with an uncompromised commitment to performance, capability, and durability. That commitment is captured in 3 words after building a reputation that doesn't waver. When it comes to the capable lineup of Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides, those 3 words are trusted, tried, and true. Whether you're looking for a compact or full-size Kawasaki Mule, visit our showroom at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, or online at ronayersmotorsports.com. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Defense!
What are you doing?
You haven't heard? Carolina Hardscapes has the best defense in Pitt County. And you know defense wins championships.
What? No. They have the best fence company in Pitt County.
Wait, they do fencing now?
That's right. Just give them a call at 364-1201 and they'll get the job done right. And don't forget, they still do patios, pools, and mulch.
Wow, now that's a championship caliber company. Carolina Hardscapes. Enjoy the outdoors.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
East Carolina girls are the best in the world.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
You got to give me a sack, Chandler. Give me a sack.
Sack!
Yes.
How about those friggin' pirates?
It's a me, Nancy Garcia.
Puedes pintarete violeta.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM. In Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930, also online, pr927fm.com. And we'd love for you to come hang out and be a part of the show. Join us on Facebook Live or YouTube. You can give us a like, subscribe, and tell us what's on your mind on this Wednesday. A lot going on. Playoff baseball getting underway in about 2 hours. College football on tonight. Hurricanes hockey on tonight. So we got a lot to discuss here. Some preseason basketball going on. Maybe we'll have Chandler recap Hornets Heat. We'll give him like 2 minutes to talk basketball at some point during today's program. A lot of guests to get to during these next 3 hours, including Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, who said the Braves would not win one single postseason game. I bet he was the most upset Braves fan the other night when they came back and won, just because he wanted his prediction to be right and because he likes to be mopey and depressed rather than happy. But unfortunately for Ken, the Braves fan, the Braves did win the other night. We'll talk Braves. We'll have NFL Guess the Lines and more with Ken Watlington coming up later on in hour number 1. Hour 2, David Glenn will join us on the show. And got a big Thursday on tap with the Bud Light pregame tailgate kicking off at 3:30. U.S. Sailor fifth quarter after the game. But even before all that, Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can go to Tiebreakers at Bell's Fork, have you a great lunch, and you'll have a chance to win 4 free tickets to ECU SMU. Also, you can pick up a free Starry painted black shirt with a really cool pirate on the back. Great logo there. And a free Carolina Caliber treasure towel. And you can get that and wave it around your head, spin it like a helicopter. David Glenn will be there. The Pirate Radio crew will be there. You can talk to Chandler Honeycutt. You can meet. They say don't meet your heroes, but Chandler's one that you'll be happy you met because he's a great guy. David Glenn will join us in hour number 2. P-Mace, Patrick Mason, will join us coming up hour number 2. We'll talk Pirates and Mustangs. Hour 3. Our old buddy Brooks Hill will join us to get you ready for the Hurricanes season opener coming up tonight. We got Shirley Rhodes here, intern Joey back in the house, the big dog Glenn Griffin, and Chandler Honeycutt to my left. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Clipper. Happy game day eve.
HGDE to you, MF.
Well done.
Thank you, WD. Shirley, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm better. Feeling better.
Good.
Getting better. And Joey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Had a little fall break.
Happy to be back.
How was your break?
Relaxing, truthfully. So it was good to get some time off.
Being honest?
Some time off.
Yeah.
People thought you were suspended.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why would he be suspended?
Why would you be suspended for? What happened on Friday? Something happened on Friday.
I don't know. We had a great Friday show. Things went smoothly.
I made some great picks.
Yeah. Great picks. It was a good pick 'em. I don't know.
Everything went smooth.
Yeah.
Maybe he got suspended for running the show too smoothly.
Maybe.
Could be.
Smooth criminal.
Steve, let's check in with the chat boy. Steve says, what Andy Griffith trivia do we want to discuss today, guys? I don't know. Let's move on to something else today. What can the chat gang talk about today? Yesterday it was all about Andy Griffith. We need a new subject for today.
Second time in like the matter of 2 weeks.
Randolph said, good afternoon, y'all. Randolph, I've just received a note. It says Dax just threw another interception recovered by the 49ers.
By the way, I was supposed to do this yesterday.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, no. Oh, are we already breaking that out this early in the season?
But I'm going to announce this. And I asked Randolph if I could do this on the air, and he said, yeah, that's fine. Randolph popped the question.
Whoa!
To his girlfriend. And he is now happily engaged.
Mr. and Mrs. Randolph?
So
Wow.
Randolph
Did she
popped
say
the
yes?
question. She said yes.
Oh, he showed us the ring.
Yeah, it was a nice ring.
So he popped the question. She said yes, and now they are engaged.
I would say any woman would say yes to that ring.
Absolutely.
And those bun cakes.
And those, talking about Randolph's backside?
No, the bun cakes. My bad. The bun cakes is 12-pack. It brings in sometimes.
Oh, those
Buntlets.
those buntlets.
Oh, and those buntlets.
Randolph's buntlets, man.
And those buntinis.
Randolph, congratulations, my guy. Tyler says, what's up? Jamie says, Clip, you feeling any better? You sound a little better. I feel a little better. I sound a little better. And if I could just get all this gunk out, I think I'll be all right. Let's see. Jerry is 5 minutes late today. Sorry. Jerry, I appreciate your honesty. You don't have to tell us that you're late. You can just kind of roll in and pretend you've been here the whole time. But thank you for your honesty. We appreciate it. Peter Foot says, what's up, fellas? What's the foot soldier up to these days?
Pete.
Big Pete.
Handing out water, I believe, to opposing teams at Panthers games. I don't know if he's still doing that. I don't even know if that's his duty, but he's on the sidelines sometimes for Panthers games. So I don't know. I think he's up in Charlotte. Let us know, Pete. What are you up to, buddy?
Big Pete, what's up, buddy? Chad smashed the like and is here for the great content. Jerry says, if PRL was on Ted Turner time, I would have been on time. LOL. I get that reference. 6:35 start time on the Superstation. Steve with a bad joke said, Randolph went to Jared. Let's hope it wasn't Fogel. I got to do better than that. Got to do much, much better than that. Jamie says, no more food for y'all from Randolph. Wife gonna need that money. That's true. That's fine. Randolph, if you have to cut us out, we'll be all right with that. Tyler says, use a neti pot, Clip. Rinse it right out. All right. I'll look into that. And Chad said, the way Joey said, and those bunt cakes was a little lustful. It was.
It was.
And those bunt
If you
cakes.
had his bun cakes, you would be lustfully saying Randolph's name too.
Can you say "and those bunt cakes" in Spanish?
Yes, o bunt be. Yes, o bunt bizcochos.
Oh.
Everything just sounds so much better in Espanol. All right. Where to begin today? We'll hit a Fleet Feet rundown. Let's just kind of get a check the temperature on what's going on in the sports arena, shall we?
Let's do it. Could we not agree?
I mean, I don't know if I worded that properly, but there is a lot going on. And first of all, shout out to the O's fans out there. Great year. But I tell you, these MLB playoffs, they go by in a flash. And if you don't get a win, you are done in a flash. And the O's swept out of the ALDS.
Out in a flash, like Dylan Brooks last night for the Rockets, who got ejected in the matter of minutes.
He's got interesting hair that nobody can see right now. So the O's are out. Other three series going on today. 5:07 TBS, Braves, Phillies, Game 3. Citizens Bank will be rocking. Red October. I'm a little nervous. Last time we went there in the playoffs, it did not go well for Atlanta. 2 beatdowns.
Well, I'm excited to be able to watch it with you and a few other Braves fans tonight at Sports Trivia at AJ starting at 8 o'clock.
Yep, it's going to be a war, Shapani. 7:07 Fox Sports 1, Astros at Twins, and Houston leads that series 2-1. And can the Diamondbacks put the old Dodgers out to pasture? Arizona leading 2-0. That should be a madhouse tonight in Arizona. The Carolina Hurricanes get their season underway tonight, 7 o'clock against the Senators. I saw last night Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks won. Had some Blackhawks fans excited. There is some college football on tonight, and I want to talk about what happened last night as well, because there is a coach, according to what I saw on social media. The fans, anyway, have him on the hot seat. All right, coming up tonight, UTEP at FIU and Sam Houston at New Mexico State. So last night, Middle Tennessee beat Louisiana Tech 31-23. Liberty over Jacksonville State 31-13. And Coastal Carolina,
I watched this one,
as a dog, goes to Boone, and beats Appalachian State 27-24. And, man, are the App State folks tired of the App State head coach, Sean Clark.
I mean, yeah, because, I mean, you go back to last year, they go on the road to Texas A&M and get a huge win. They get a win against East Carolina this year.
They beat the brakes off the Pirates a couple times these last couple years.
And then they lose games kind of like this to Coastal Carolina. And App State fans are like, why can we not be consistently good? Why can we not continue this momentum? And why are we losing at home to Coastal Carolina, who's having a down year?
Yeah, who was not the Coastal Carolina of the previous few years. Grayson McCall is still there, 373, 2 touchdowns for him in the win last night. But App State fans not happy right now with Sean Clark. And they seem to have really good non-conferences. And this year they were only 2-2, but they beat ECU. Remember the game against North Carolina, had them on the ropes, lost 40-34. And then a weird trip to Wyoming, who's a pretty good team, but they lost that one 22-19. I mean, they could have been, undefeated going into this game. But now the assumption from App State fans is they're just going to, I don't know, can they even get to 6 wins, because they've got some conference losses coming up, according to App State fans.
I made the trip up to Virginia last night with about 3.5 minutes left in the first half of that game. And I put money line on App State, and I was leaving Virginia, and I said, hold on, wait a minute. And I turned right back around, and I doubled down.
You said, hold on, wait a minute, let's put some dog in it.
Let me put some dog in it, and I doubled down on the Mountaineers. And they went for it on 4th down. They threw a fade pass into the quarter in the end zone for a touchdown, tied the ball game up, and I thought to myself, all right, here we go. They get the ball back, tied 24.
Tie?
I believe tie. Coastal Carolina went for it on 4th and 3 and deep in App State territory, didn't get it. App State goes down the field. The ball is loose. It's on the sideline, and the Coastal Carolina defensive man, he jumps on the football right as the ball's going out of bounds, and it looked like his foot was out of bounds. So I was like, all right, App State will keep the ball. Instead, they were able to drive down the field and kick a game-winning field goal that squeaked in for the win.
The old squeaker. Shantz knocking off App State last night. Steve says Chandler with a much better shirt today. He was wearing a hypnotizing shirt yesterday.
Joey had some words about that yesterday, too.
I liked them, though.
Yeah, I like the shirt. It just looked very weird.
On camera when you look at it, I mean, especially guys looking at an iPhone. Whoever commented, if you look at your shirt and look away, it actually worked. Like it was stretching, and I was on the road, so that was kind of a bad idea.
Man, so what did you see?
It was like as if his shirt was just going black and white towards the center of his chest. Maybe I just like looking at his chest, though.
Interesting.
Chad said it was heartbreaking as an O's fan. Hey, well, at least you got the Titans.
I can't laugh. Don't make me laugh at that. I cannot laugh at other people's teams.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Good point. Peter Foote, life update. Former Pirate Radio intern, former scorekeeper at Minji's Coliseum. I move equipment for the Panthers for the away team. We get the opposing team's equipment off the plane, bring it to the stadium the day before the game, and bring it back to the airport after. I get to stand on the sidelines during the game, usually around the 10-yard line closest to the Panthers tunnel. That's a cool gig.
That is a really cool gig, and I'm sorry you have to do it for the Panthers.
If I was you, Peter, I would take something very small, like a kicking tee, but try to take something from every opposing team to start a collection.
I got John Reese Plumlee's quarterback towel.
There you go. Baseball or football?
Football.
You said quarterback. But yeah, and don't sell it on eBay. That's how you're going to get caught. But just keep it like in your man room. You could have a Minnesota Vikings bench warmer or cooling fan or something.
Oh, yeah.
Man, one of those cooling
Bottle.
fans. Just think if you had one of those at the crib for when guys hung out. Hey, guys, y'all a little hot? No problem. I got this Minnesota Vikings cooling fan.
Hey, look, I would love to come over. It's just way too hot, man. It's like, hey, don't worry about it. I got this thing that I like to call the Minnesota
and then this
Viking fan.
This winter, be like, hey, man, I'm going to have a bonfire. Yeah, it's still a little too chilly. Well, don't worry. I've got a New Orleans Saints heater that they brought because they're a soft dome team, so they had to bring in these big heaters. Peter put one in the truck on the way to the plane and took it to the house. Steve will not be at trivia tonight, but please don't cancel. I will not. The questions are ready. We have a whole round about hockey.
Yay.
But I think non-hockey fans should do well.
We have a Canadian on my team, so.
Is that right?
Old Derek.
Derek's Canadian, huh?
Hey.
Interesting. Let's see. Newton says, well, if you don't get the ball stripped going towards the end zone, then you probably win. It's not the coach. Fair enough, Newton. Ball security.
Newton's laws of physics.
Eric says, it's pretty chanticleer to see. App State sucks. Then he says, but so
cool, neat story.
No,
Sorry.
Cool, neat story always works.
I meant to hit the rim shot, hit the wrong button.
Eric then quickly added, but so do we. But we have a chance to change that because Donnie Kirkpatrick said we're going to shoot our shot coming up Thursday night. We're pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, we're going to shoot our shot. 7:30 kick.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
They're going to kick the ball off at 7:30?
When do we kick off?
Are you lobbing me one?
I'm trying to set you up.
Can you put it on a tee for me? There you go.
All right, fell off on it.
All right,
go for it.
7:30 minus 4. Let's see, 7:30, 6:30, 5:30, 4:30, 3:30. 3:30 kickoff on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. 4 hours of pregame coverage. Where are you going to find that for ECU football? Not in your couch cushion. Not in your closet. Not anywhere else.
Nope.
Right here on Pirate Radio. Because that is what we do.
Late night for the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show, too.
Late night, early morning.
Hopefully it's a celebratory show.
You know what that means. I get to ring in my birthday with you guys.
Shirley Rhodes' birthday coming up Friday. If you have a song request, get it in. We put it out on Pirate Radio on Twitter, a.k.a. X, a.k.a. Ekkies.
Yeah,
Joey?
Yeah,
Ekkies?
10.
AKA 10. Put in your song request, and we'll have that for you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. What are you doing, mañana?
I will be here early trying to set up some tailgate stuff because we'll be out there. But before we go out there and tailgate at Elmhurst, we'll be at Tiebreakers from 11 to 1. Our good friend David Glenn will be there as well. We'll be giving out.
You consider him a good friend?
Our good friend.
But how about you personally?
I don't know him that well. I met him in Boone.
Okay.
I got in tune in Boone.
Because when I talked to him at 4 o'clock, if I say Chandler said you're a good friend of his.
I said our good friend.
Okay.
Like the station, friend of the station.
Friend of the building.
Yeah, the building is really good friends with David Glenn.
Okay. All right.
Can I talk about the Tiebreakers event tomorrow?
Sure.
Goodness gracious. North Carolina Sports Talk Radio legend, no, not Clip Rock, David Glenn will be there, 11 to 1. We'll be giving out some free swag, including this Starry Night T-shirt.
I might be there, too.
Huh?
I might be there, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Will you?
Maybe.
Awesome. You can put in the order and take the food back for the pregame show.
Why? Is that too much for you to do?
No, but if you're going to be there, why would I do that?
Because I'm going to be, like, hobnobbing.
Hobnobbing?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
You ain't never hobnobbed before? You've been on this earth this many years and have never hobnobbed?
And see, I think he would be a good hobnobber.
What exactly is hobnobbing?
Wait, you don't think...
I think Chandler would be an excellent hobnobber.
I think you'd be a great hobnobber. How about tomorrow, if I am there, I'll show you Hobnobbing 101.
Just show me the ways of the hobnobber.
Yeah.
But awesome T-shirt, treasure towel also going to be given out. Going to have a great time. Come get you some great food. Meet David Glenn. Talk to me if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but join us from 11 to 1 at Tiebreakers, Bell Fork.
Bell's Fork.
Jamie says if the season doesn't get better, doesn't the coverage duration go down? How about just 3 hours? How about, Jamie...
We've never gone to 3 hours.
How about we go 5 hours? That's right. If the season gets worse, I'm extending the pregame show.
Okay, we need to talk about that.
For every loss, we're adding another hour.
No. All right. Yeah, I think you're getting...
For every win, we're decreasing an hour.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
So, like, week 12, we're in here for a 10-hour pregame show.
All right, we need to have a conference meeting in the conference room.
This isn't set in stone, Shirley. We'll discuss it off the air.
Okay.
Eric says, Chandler, stick to long snapping, my guy. Ray Finkel wouldn't want you to hold for him.
When it comes to what?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Eric said he's held himself back from a few hobnob jokes. I'm sure they would have been awful, Eric. All right. Jamie says, how about we go 5 hours and talk about other stuff? I got to be honest, man. I got to be honest about a few things right now.
Can you be honest, please?
So, first of all, I need the Pirates to win or do something because I am I've checked out on the football season. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but I've been and I'm still going to talk ECU football and go to press conferences, but from a sports fan perspective, my focus is on more things than ECU right now, and I wish it wasn't that way.
Braves,
sure.
I guess ECU basketball coming up.
Yes.
Charlotte Hornets basketball.
Nah, I'm way down on that.
ECU volleyball.
ECU soccer.
Let's just go other ECU athletics. Check.
Volleyball, soccer.
Big match tonight, by the way.
I just said other ECU athletics. Check. You don't need to name them.
Oh, Commanders.
Braves playoff baseball.
Kind of Commanders. We already hit Braves. How about NFL, Chandler, as a whole?
NFL?
How about college football as a whole? Just it is it's tough right now.
How about this? How about Hurricanes hockey?
Yeah, not so much in October, but I'll be checking them out tonight. Ken Watlington he looks like a coach.
He does.
He's got a beard going like the hockey men do, and he's looking good. Do you know what sizes we'll have in the Starry shirts, Chandler?
I do not. I could just guess and tell a lie.
All right, do that.
No, I don't.
I think all we're going to have is extra small and 7X.
Wait, to be a hobnobber, do I have to lie? Is that part of being a hobnobber?
It's not really lying. It's just stretching the truth.
It's conveniently leaving out certain things.
That's how you do it. Let's.
How about this? We'll have sizes.
So Eric maybe hasn't been having the best material lately, so he's going back to Old Faithful here. He said he had a SAT question for me. Bobby Pettiford is to Clip Brock as Cal Ripken is to blank. We don't talk about that on the show anymore, Eric.
I have the answer.
That is a touchy subject for the blank there.
Yeah, I have an answer.
We went a little too far on that, okay? I went a little too far. I shouldn't even say we.
We made that man cuss.
I went too far. Okay? And I know I like to go up to the line, but I like to go as close as I can without crossing the line. I crossed the line. Other things I want to talk about and be honest about. This is called, I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm going to be honest with you.
So I've heard, and maybe, I don't know, I was listening to another show, and they're talking about fans and even teams, and the Braves specifically complaining about getting rusty because of the wild card and the format and not being able to play. I don't know if they're really complaining or not. If they are, screw them. I don't. That's not an excuse. Just go out and play baseball. If Brian Snitker changes the lineup, guess what? Who cares? Go in the batter's box and hit the ball. That's not an excuse either. All I could think about Game 2 was people ready to fire Brian Snitker. And do what? And who's going to come in, and how's it going to be any different? They're all grown men trying to hit a baseball. Okay, the lineup and mental and all that crap, whatever. I say it doesn't matter what order you're hitting in. As long as Ronald Acuna's hitting leadoff, as long as you got the best players at the top of the lineup, that's your job as a manager to do that. No excuse on the layoff. No excuse on the batting order. I'm just tired of excuses overall in general for everything.
I hear you.
No excuses.
You've been heard.
There is not an excuse. Max Fried, blister, long layoff, whatever. Just go out and pitch. If you pitch well, great. If you don't, oh well. You had a bad day. I don't care as the reason as to why or why not as much. I don't like to get into play calling and stuff as a fan. A lot of fans do. I just want my team to win. And if Ron Rivera gets fired today, I'd be okay with that. If he doesn't, I'd be okay with that, because whoever is the head coach, I'm going to pull for. And whoever's in at quarterback for my team, I'm going to pull for. And I just want them to win. How they go about winning, that's what they're getting paid to do. Just go do it. Do you understand what I'm saying at all?
Yes, I do. But I feel like I've heard a different side of you too.
In what way?
Like you want people gone, and like you do care if they're gone or if they're there or not.
Those are said,
and you don't root for the person that's on the field or the head coach on the sideline.
Okay, in the past,
like you're okay in the present now. All right, you're true to yourself.
Oh, okay. I do want Jack Del Rio fired.
Okay, yes, because I watched a football game with you last Thursday night, and you were literally, if like you could gone out there and kidnapped him and like threw him to the wolves, you would have done that.
Yes, I want Jack Del Rio gone. I want his head on a stake. Figuratively, relax.
It'll be like Justin Bear yesterday.
Justin Bear and I killed a man in Raleigh.
Hey, we killed a man that night.
Help the bear! Help the bear! Kill a man!
I don't even know the reason. Like, I'm sweating right now. My brain still isn't operating 100%. I'm just sick of excuses. Just go play sports and win the game. Ken Watlington joins us next.
Does he have any excuse?
What is his excuse for the Braves winning a game?
Ooh.
We'll find out, because he was dead wrong. He was so upset when Austin Riley hit that home run the other night.
That looks like a guy that's wrong.
Yep.
And he's sitting right there in the lobby.
We're going to play Guess the Lines. We're going to talk baseball. We'll talk a little Pirate football. We'll talk more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Jamie says Cliff is a habitual line almost stepper. Shout out Chappelle Show. Ken, get in here. What's your all-time favorite Chappelle Show sketch? This is tough.
We'll go off the beaten path. One where he played Puff Daddy.
Making the band Puff Daddy.
No, the one he did Cribs.
Oh, Cribs. When he had the he had the egg, he had the chicken bone chandelier.
Yeah.
Okay, Cribs. All right.
Shop making his own shoes in the basement.
I don't even know. My first thing, maybe Mad Real World. I mean, it's an impossible question to answer. Chandler, you're too young.
Racial draft.
I have seen some recently, though. The one in the classroom where he kind of whispers a joke, and then the guy...
That's
says,
Key and Peele!
I thought
God!
I thought that's what you're saying. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
Take a break.
I remember Dave Chappelle, the skit where he was dressed as Prince.
My favorite one is when Will Ferrell does the cowbell.
That's my fault. All right, so when I heard sketch, I just thought of
Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill. Mine is the Prince one, probably.
Mine's the one where Elaine goes to the store. Prince?
Yes.
I like the one
where he plays pickup basketball.
I like the Wayne Brady one.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites because he would, at the time that sketch aired, Wayne Brady was like...
It is 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Like one of the nicest dudes, and he was the exact opposite
Break
of that.
yourself, fool! Jack on Facebook said, a sugar cookie man. I am not a sugar cookie getter.
What's the Biggums? Tyrone Biggums.
My favorite character, Leonard Washington. Every sketch Leonard Washington is in is my favorite. Because Leonard Washington don't get butt naked for nobody. Remember that, people. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. More to go after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted number one by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medispa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, I'm head men's basketball coach Mike Schwartz.
And I'm Kim McNeil, head coach of your defending American Athletic Conference champion women's basketball team.
Basketball season is just around the corner and we're looking forward to another exciting season on the hardwood.
We need Pirate Nation to Pat Minji's Coliseum by purchasing your season tickets today.
Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or visit ECUPirates.com to get yours now.
Thanks and go Pirates!
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov. The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Pirate Radio.
Being a part of the program, being a student athlete at ECU, they are going to be very much in the spotlight.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus offers service to all makes and models in the state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, a lot of Chappelle chat going on now.
Celebration!
Say that again, Ken.
Celebration!
It's a celebration.
Aha!
Eric says Fear Factor or Wayne Brady.
Oh, here's another one.
Drew said when he was a Klan member and blind.
Yep, that's the one I was thinking
Bigsby.
of too.
That would be.
That's who it was. I couldn't remember his name.
Adam also says Clayton Bigsby was his favorite.
Here's another one. Grab the sticks.
Oh yeah, when he's playing the kid in
the hospital
in a game of street hoops.
What in the 5 figures? Say it in the face.
Eric said, "Y'all want to eat some dinosaur egg?" Jamie says, "I spit hot fire."
Dylan.
Eric says, "That's authentic Cambodian breast milks." Eric said, "Name the 5 greatest offensive coordinators of all time: DK, 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 and DK." Kaz said, "Playa Haters is undefeated." That is a very good one. Eric said, "Come on, Clayton, show us your face."
And then his head explodes.
Welcome in Ken Watlington, looking like a bench coach for Rod Brindamore.
That's right. We're very excited. Game one's tonight, and we'll see where it ends up in June.
That's not bad.
I should have done that with a Canadian accent, but can't do it.
Wait, so what accent were you doing?
I don't know. Just trying to sound authoritative.
Okay. Ken, I think I walked into a conversation coming back from the break. Did I hear that you were not watching the Braves game the other night?
That's correct.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's what happened. The game started while I'm doing the news, so I can't watch it anyway. By the time I get in the car to go home, they're losing 3-0. I said, why bother? So I sit there and check my phone every.
So what were you doing?
Seconds.
What were you doing other than watching?
I was watching Eastbound and Down.
Wow,
a real baseball.
So
team.
instead of watching the Braves, you were watching the Myrtle Beach Mermen.
Exactly, that was season 3. Exactly, yeah.
Maybe looking at some future Braves to come up in the system.
And so I'm following along on Twitter because I'm dumb. So I'm following along on Twitter. I see Riley hits the home run. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see how they blow it in the 9th.
You're the worst.
And it was so close to happening. And then one of the more miraculous plays in postseason history happens.
Were you hoping that would happen?
Yes.
No, I wasn't hoping it was going to happen. I said, let's see how it's going to happen. And then the play happens. I'm running around my house screaming like a madman, and I'm energized again. And now I think they can win the whole thing again.
I think you're like Thanos, like you're at your ultimate power when everything goes wrong
Right, exactly.
in your sports life.
They're going to score at least 10 runs tonight.
Who is they?
The Atlanta Braves.
Really?
Possible they give up a dozen, but the bats are going to come out on fire.
So you like the over, huh?
Oh, for sure. What's the over tonight? About
I
8?
don't know. Yeah, probably. I wish I was as confident as you. I've still got shell shock from going to that ballpark last October. Not that I went personally, but the Braves did, and it didn't go well.
It did not go well at all. And it's kind of a similar situation. The Braves came back and won Game 2 in Atlanta and then just got swept in Philly. And I don't know. I think they're going to come out with some passion tonight. I'm not sure Bryce Elder's the guy to start the game the way he pitched the second half of the season.
Hey, respect your elder.
Respect my...
Sorry.
That's true. I would have liked to see Smith Shawver, the 20-year-old, throw him out there.
Do you think he so Strider's starting Game 4,
Yep.
So he would be available out of the pen
That's
if
true.
they choose to do that.
That's true, and then they're just one phantom injury away from Charlie Morton coming and pitching sometime. So
Can I make now, is he available?
He was activated from the injured list, which means he is available if something were to happen. They can't just add him to the postseason roster now, but if someone gets hurt, they can then swap him out.
So, water cooler chat became a thing. We don't have a water cooler, so now we have Stop Shop chat.
Okay.
And that was the chat today at the Stop Shop.
I was going to say, when I was there earlier today, Jay did not know who. He asked me who the starter was.
Asked me the same question.
No
he
idea.
said, who the Braves starting today? I said, I thought I saw Elder, but I don't think they've announced it yet.
It is.
I saw where Morton might be able to pitch for him. I said,
You never know what's going to happen in one of them games.
I hadn't seen that, but Ken Watlington just said that that might be a possibility.
It won't be today.
Okay.
The roster's set for today, but say AJ Minner comes up with a tight hamstring, maybe you do bring Charlie Morton up and have him ready to go for a potential Game 5 Saturday.
Can I make a statement that will surely come back to haunt me? Although you've already made similar statements.
What, the Braves will never win a game?
Yeah.
No.
I was wrong. I'm glad to be wrong.
This is going to come back to haunt me. I'm not scared of Aaron Nola.
Oh, I'm not either. They've had success against him.
I'm not scared of you, Aaron Nola.
What about...
Nola's prone to giving up a home run. The
Aaron-
Braves can hit some home runs. That's why I think they score at least 10 runs today.
Late at night, Aaron Nola creeps his head out from under my bed. I'm like, not scared. Aaron Nola
Get a mask.
Creaks the closet open in full uniform.
I'm starting tomorrow.
I look over there, and I'm like, and I just roll over and go back to sleep.
Not scared.
Not scared.
Yeah. You're like, oh, hey, Aaron.
Aaron, could you keep it down? I'm trying to get my required hours of sleep. Thank you. Eric says Ken might get an invite to the Player Haters Ball. He'd fit in there with
ladies and gentlemen,
Buck Nasty and whatever Rich Voss's character was.
Ashley Larry.
Eric says Ken and I have the same Adidas Canes quarter zip. Great minds shop alike.
Straight out of TJ Maxx.
All right.
Or Marshalls, or one of them. Or what's the other thing? Burlington. It was one of those, stores.
Ken, I had another thought today.
Well, congratulations.
If the Braves get by the Fighting Phils,
yep,
and the Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers,
yep,
I think the Braves sweep the Diamondbacks.
I think so too.
I think they make easy work of them. Why are we so confident right now?
The two best teams.
What is happening?
The two best teams in the playoffs right now are playing each other.
In the playoffs?
Yes.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Yes, the Phillies and the Braves are the two best teams left.
This is the World Series.
Might as well be.
So is this going to be like your Dodger series?
Dodgers.
Like the year y'all went to the World Series?
Not to that extent.
Like if you get through the Phillies, you're going to be happy. Of course you're going to be happy.
Not to that extent. Because that year they beat the Dodgers and went to the World Series, I almost literally didn't care if they won the World Series. Yeah. I was so happy to beat the Dodgers.
Because they should have beat the Dodgers in 2020 when they had the NLCS in Arlington, the neutral site.
Yes.
And they had the lead in Game 7. And I was like, here it is. And it wasn't.
I got to say, that counted, but, like, it didn't crush me. It still felt like, why are we playing at Globe Life Field? Yeah. It was all weird. But, no, this year, I mean, it is World Series or bust for the Braves.
Yep.
So getting over this, now this is a big one, but this is not the end-all, be-all.
And through about 7 innings the other day, it felt like bust.
I thought that, now don't get me wrong, when they were getting no hit and down 4-0, I was like, this is not good. But I thought if they could scratch across one, they could win the game. And that one was absolutely huge. Do you remember Ronald Acuna? Wasn't it his first playoff season when he hit a ball, stared at it, and it hit off the wall, and he got a single?
Yep.
And people were on him, as they should be, because you can't do that. So lack of hustle. This time, his hustle pays off. He scored on a single to right field from first base.
Trey Turner had a bobbled ground ball hit to him, and he threw to first, which ended up not being anything because they got out of the inning unscathed. But he whiffed on that ball, and it allowed Acuna to score.
I was going to ask, great hustle by Acuna, but Trey Turner has been a Braves killer. Has he always struggled defensively, or is this?
I think it's a fairly new development.
Yeah,
he's had a rough couple of games.
A vacuum at shortstop.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought that was the case.
You talk about me being a negative Braves fan. Looking on Twitter, there's a lot of negative Phillies fans, and they're kind of upset with Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Apparently he hasn't hit a home run in over a month. Hopefully that stays that way.
I feel like we're just saying a million things that are going to come back to haunt us today.
Obviously, he had the error the other day that cost him a run.
And there's a stop by Trey Turner. He throws over the first, and he got him.
Well, to be
fair,
fair,
have that great play in Game 1.
Had an amazing play Game 1 to get him out of a
So he makes the crazy difficult play. It's the simple ones he's having problems with.
The other night, it was just like we couldn't put any stress on Wheeler at all, and we finally got on base with a walk, and then Ozzie got a hit. And you just put a little stress on them, and then the offense came through. Huge homer by Darno, and then Riley. That was kind of a weird, because he hit it so high.
Yeah.
It was a weird camera angle. I didn't know. What do you mean, yeah? You didn't even see it.
I've watched the highlights 100 times.
The way I couldn't tell where the ball was going to come down. So the whole time, mouth agape. Is it leaving? It did.
I will say this. It seems like the Braves fans that were there at Truist Park had the same mindset as you of getting that run in there. Just get one run and we could win this ball game, because even if it was late in the ball game and y'all just got one run there, usually it's like, all right, we got to run. That place was going nuts when he scored.
So it's a great environment, but you know what? They're going into an environment that might be just as good, if not better.
Definitely.
About 4,000 more fans, I think the stadium holds at the bank. And the Braves... we talked Bryce Elder, but they'll trot out 1 through 9, the same lineup as the other night. That includes Travis d'Arnaud getting a second straight start.
And can you morons stop throwing stuff on the field? My God. So stupid.
Now, that Cardinals wildcard game, that was warranted. That was a terrible call. But yeah, the other night, that was too much.
Just don't throw stuff.
Yeah.
It's so lame.
Don't look at me.
It was you. Right at you. You probably throw stuff when you go to ECU.
Don't throw stuff.
Who do you want me to look at? There's 2 people in here.
Look at those people right
got
there.
These bright lights.
You see that camera
that are
right
killing my vision.
You do have this.
You think these lights are bright?
I'm going to be blind by the time I'm
next week
38 years old.
Who's going to tell them?
Emma with some news.
Is she a liar?
Kalen Mond. Is that his name? Mond.
Kellen Mond?
Kellen Mond, the quarterback.
Did I call him Kalen?
Kalen.
Yeah. That was weird.
From Texas A&M?
I was just speaking Southern. I'm a Southern gentleman.
Kalen Mond.
Are you from Winterville? Kalen Mond was down in Texas A&M, I want to say.
There's that ball.
I had a cousin in College Station. Kalen Mond signed with the Indianapolis Colts, not Holton Ellis.
Alice.
Thank you for that update, Emma.
I was also going to mention, you guys were talking about how Trey Turner hasn't scored a home run in over a month. And
he hasn't scored a home run? God, that made me cringe.
Hit a home run.
He hasn't done one of them home runs.
So you know how he's due for one. And I looked up his stats against the Braves in the postseason. He's never hit one.
God.
Until tonight.
You got to stop doing this.
I'm sorry, but he has never hit one against the Braves.
Game.
You know, there was a Wednesday.
Here's the pitch. And it's a deep fly ball.
There's a Wednesday playoff game, deciding game. And I was so excited. I think it started at either 5 or 6.
We're talking about the Cardinals.
I was so excited to get the AJs for sports trivia and watch it.
The Mike Fultonevich game.
By the time I got there, it was 7-0 in the first inning. Yeah. Was that Foldy's last stand? Was that his last?
Yeah. That was it.
Oh, man.
He gone.
I liked Foldy. But boy, did he leave on a sour note.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. That was all Braves talk. Which it should be. It's a huge game today.
It is. 5 o'clock.
I was listening to Pick Central earlier today, another show, and they were saying how this is like the only good series of these playoffs so far. Which, unless the Dodgers win tonight.
Has it been that good, though? I mean, yeah, those last 2 innings were great, but game 1 was bleh.
I think game 1, if you were a Phillies fan, you were still on edge for a lot of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, when they had first and third and 1 out.
Okay, fine. The whole playoffs have sucked. Is that better, Ken? Is that what you want in your world? Everything sucks?
I'm Debbie Downer over here, okay?
How'd you like the Commanders-Bears last Thursday night?
One of my favorite sports experiences of all time. I loved it.
Now that's enough to make a man end it all. That was
the worst.
The worst. Patrick Mason will join us coming up later on to talk about that. He's the one that sent me the text at around 6:30 that day that said Dick Butkus died, Bears by $1 million.
All right, so we remember Garrett Short, right? Former WNCT sports anchor.
Yeah.
From the Chicagoland area. He sends me a text at kickoff. You want to make a wager on this? I said Bears by 3 scores. And what was the final? They lost by 20.
I've been enjoying his Titans videos, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Covering the Titans.
Come back. We're not going to have time to do guest lines. Maybe we'll just do a few games.
When Patrick's here, we got to talk about his fancy soup.
Soup. Well, he said suit.
No, fancy soup.
All right.
No soup for you.
Plus 350 on the Trey Turner bomb. Kind of looks good.
Oh!
Here we go.
Here we go, baby.
He's going to do a home run.
Hey, Chandler, you trying to ride to Virginia in a second, man, after the show?
Back with you after these words.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make the perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Nothing freshens up a space like a new coat of paint. And no one east of Raleigh makes painting easier than CertaPro. Residential or commercial, inside and outside, CertaPro is your dependable painting experts. CertaPro's concern is about getting your painting done right and making sure you're satisfied. Whether you have a large or small job, professional quality is what you will get. Let us come to your home or business and give you a free quote. CertaPro takes all the worry away from your painting project. Go to CertaPro.com and click on Clayton Greenville. That's CertaPro. CertaPro.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey, Pirate Nation, get ready for Thursday night football and join Pirate Radio this Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fort. Our team will be on site with 4 free tickets to ECU versus SMU to give away, plus free painted black Story t-shirts and Carolina Caliber treasure towels while supplies last. Friend of the station, David Glenn, will be in town hanging out and talking sports with us, so join us this Thursday for a fun lunch tailgate full of awesome free giveaways from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. Go Pirates!
This is Dale Murphy, 2-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Greenville. Call 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Timothy Sawyer is there. And it's only 20 days away until Halloween, and the largest selection of masks, decor, and more for adults and kids is at Halloween Express. They're right next to Target. What are you going to be this Halloween? Get to Greenville's premier Halloween superstore, Halloween Express, and get shopping today. They're open 7 days a week, and they are owned and operated by Lisa and Clay Cartwright, I should say. Sorry, Lisa. And they are celebrating 25 years in business as Greenville's local Halloween superstore. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley, that was perfection. Welcome back into the show. We are just about out of time with Ken Watlington.
So long.
I mean, it went fast. Quick trivia question.
Oh, boy.
In this, the tune we were just hearing, Give Me 3 Steps, Ronnie Van Zant was cutting a rug with a girl named what?
Linda Lou.
That is correct. Well done, Chandler.
Wow.
You're the man.
Girl named Linda Lou.
Folks, I got awful news. This is the first time. I usually try to wait till Wednesday to really take a deep dive gander into the NFL slate. We got NFC East on a Sunday night and Monday night. And
so both games involve the Cowboys, because that's...
No, Ken. Sunday night. The G-Men.
Let's go, G-Men.
Stink.
On the road at Buffalo.
Oh, brother.
Guess
these
that
guys
line.
stink.
It's going to be 9.5 Buffalo.
I'm going higher than that. I'm going 12.5.
Can you take me higher?
14.5.
14.
Wow.
Lord.
Can you take me?
My lock of the week this week?
Whoever Washington's playing.
I called this one last Thursday, Chandler, remember? While we were watching the Bears.
The Commanders.
The Commanders, stone cold lock this week.
At Atlanta?
Yep. Ron Rivera lost 3 in a row.
This is where Ron loves to be.
Ron loves his big old ham hocks to be on fire. If he's sitting on a cool chair,
I'm a ham man.
He's going to lose the game. If his arse butt cheeks
toasty.
are a little red hot, got a little smoke coming off of them,
he's ready to go.
They're going to win a game. They are going to beat the Falcons this week.
So his mentality, Ron Rivera, after that game, as the clock's ticking down against the Bears, is that basketball meme of the basketball player on the bench going.
Yeah. First of all, hold on, don't say anything.
That basketball
player?
Scottie Pippen?
Go!
I can't remember who it is. Who was it? I can't remember.
It's Alonzo Mourning.
I couldn't remember who it was.
Do you know who Alonzo Mourning's youth football coach was?
I'm just going to take a stab at it and say Tom Hanks.
Brian Bailey.
What?
Okay. No joke.
This ain't true.
This is true.
Wait, is
Brian Bailey coached Alonzo Mourning
in Pee
How
Wee
have
football?
I never heard that. Was he 7 foot tall as a Pee Wee kid?
he said Bailey said he tried to keep him in football. He's like, no, I'm going to play basketball.
Stupid decision.
Yeah.
Bailey was probably going, you want to intern for me?
Maybe I have that entire story wrong, but I think that's 92% sure. I'll ask him when I get back to the station.
All right. I will ask him next time I see him because I don't remember ever hearing that one before. Meme idea. Is Brian Bailey a good guy? And you got Alonzo Mourning on the bench going. All right. What's the line between the Panthers and Dolphins in Miami?
Higher than the Bills and Giants.
No, I think it's a little bit less.
I'm going to go to 12.5.
I was going to go 11. I bet it's probably like 2 touchdowns, 14.
13.5.
There it is.
For the Miami Dolphins. Can the Pirates get a win on Thursday night?
Can they? Yes.
Will they?
Will they? Debatable.
Let's debate.
I say probably not.
I say they probably will.
Well, there we go.
I say
what a
they
debate.
will.
Tell me why.
Because they're going to shoot their shot. Tony Kirkpatrick said as much. They're going to open it up. He didn't say this, but they are going to do something they haven't done all year, which is
go down the field.
Look good offensively.
Spice things up.
We know they're going to look good because those new uniforms look really, really nice.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay. I thought there was more.
That's all I got.
But that was it. End of sentence. Ken, when can we see you on television?
You can see me in about an hour. WNCT 9 News at 5, 5:30, and 6. We got some crazy stories today, including a balloon race that ended at Camp Lejeune, and they shouldn't have been there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They didn't shoot him out of the sky, did they?
Well, I think there was some debate.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in that one.
A wild story out of Oslo County about a hot air balloon race.
And what are we looking forward to Friday night for Touchdown Friday?
Touchdown Friday game of the week. Actually, it might change because there's some breaking news this afternoon. New Bern has now been told they have to forfeit their first 5 wins of this season. So the Bears are now 2-6. But they come to town to take on J.H. Rose. That was going to be our game of the week. Rose, after that slow was 1-4 start, they're a little bit better lately. Got the win last week over Conley. And so, New Bern, J.H. Rose highlights our slate.
Ken, enjoyed it, man. Go
Yes,
Braves.
Sure. I love the Braves, man.
You are gone next week.
Correct.
Depending on what happens with this baseball thing, we might lob you a phone call.
Okay.
Or we may just...
I might be on a plane, but...
Oh. Well, you might. We'll lob the call. If you don't answer, that's fine. I'll just leave you.
I'll see who this is.
I'll leave you a long voice message. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9. We'll take a break, come back. David Glenn joins us on the Halloween Express live line when we return after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, number 16 for your ECU Pirates. I've just launched a new t-shirt on pirateware.com that represents many of my dreams. I committed to play baseball for ECU as a 9th grader in high school. I worked hard many days for the thought of seeing my name and number 16 on the back of a Pirates jersey. On July 23rd, 2022, I was in a boating accident that resulted in me losing my right lower leg. After getting out of the hospital, I am still striving to become the first Division I baseball player to play with a prosthetic leg. Still I Rise has become my mantra in the way I approach each and every day and how I approach my comeback. As I watched my teammates last year get the I love you sign to the bullpen as they ran the bases following a home run, I used this gesture on my shirt to show my love to Pirate Nation. Purchase your Still I Rise shirt today at pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard, like when you're working late and happy hour has already started, but you're about to clock out and head over. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Papa John's new garlic epic stuffed crust pizza is the pizza inspired by our biggest fans. With that garlic flavor you all love.
In it, on it, with it.
Get the new garlic epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hi, Pirates. This is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
What do I like about being a local agent for Farm Bureau Insurance? Above all, I like helping people. Using my insurance experience to make Pirate Country a better, safer place. Insurance is a necessity, and I take pride in helping people find the right coverage for all their needs. I'm Brandon Manning. Call me at 252-531-1812 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about Farm Bureau Insurance and how they can save you time and money. That's Brandon Manning at 252-531-1812.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Thinking about takeout tonight? Familia can make everything real easy for you with a great selection of Italian food and more. Visit FamiliaNC.com to see the full menu featuring pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts. Place your order online or call 689-6330 and Familia will have your order ready in their convenient drive-thru window for pickup. Finish up a busy day with a great dinner for yourself or your family from Familia. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We've got the rest of today's show. And then on Thursday, no Pirate Radio Live because we will be on the air at 3:30 for the Bud Light pregame tailgate, taking you up to the 7:30 kickoff, East Carolina SMU, and we're with you after the game on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Coming up Thursday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Head on out to Tiebreakers at Bells Fort. Get you a nice lunch. Great options there. And while you're there, you'll have a chance to win 4 free tickets to ECU SMU. You can get a free Starry Painted Black shirt. Really cool logo on the back. Be great for a blackout game coming up at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium Thursday night. And a free Carolina Caliber treasure towel. These are fun to have. Nice little keepsake and cool to take to a game. Wave it around. Also, DG, David Glenn, and the Pirate Radio crew will be hanging out. That'll all be going on Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. So hope that you will be ready to go on Thursday, and then we're with you coming up later that afternoon at 3:30. We'll have Jason Nichols, Marcus Crandall, the normal pregame crew, BB, Brian North, and the gang all coming up. We'll have our fantasy picks. You'll hear from the coordinators, the head coaches, the play-by-play voice of SMU, Rich Phillips, and everything in between. So a big show on tap for Thursday. But as I said, before that gets underway, we hope you come check us out at Tiebreakers, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. DG will be there, and DG joins us on the Halloween Express live line. David, how you doing today, man?
I am doing great, Cliff. It's always fun to be with you.
Yes, sir. And going to be a fun Thursday as well. Things get going at Tiebreakers early in the day, and then a nightcap at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, East Carolina, trying to pick up their first win in conference play. David, they're trying to pick up their first win over an FBS opponent in 2023. It has been tough sledding for these Pirates and a tough opponent coming up in the form of SMU on Thursday night. So East Carolina trying to right the ship here as you're starting to run out of games if you want to get to bowl eligibility and have a successful season.
Yeah, that's the challenge for Mike Houston in year 5. And as we've discussed in the past, if you're in these circumstances in year 1 or year 2, everybody gives you the benefit of the doubt, or almost everybody. By year 5, you're supposed to have more of your ducks in a row. And the challenge tomorrow, although I'm excited to include this game on my tailgate tour because I would never skip a whole season in Greenville, some people believe SMU is the best team in the American Athletic Conference. Some say Tulane, some say Memphis. Who knows? We'll see. There's a long way to go. But at the very least, the Mustangs are a pretty good team. And the Pirates have been among the worst teams on offense in the entire FBS ranks. If you take away their defensive touchdowns, the Pirates are averaging about 12 points per game, which is about as bad as it gets offensively. So that has to improve. I know they've shuffled the offensive line. They've found some young skill players. Obviously, Alex Flynn has been in for Mason Garcia. But they need more cylinders to start clicking, or they're not going to have a chance to beat SMU. And I think even those guys in that locker room know it.
David Glenn joining us on the Halloween Express live line. David, we take calls after the games on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Sometimes that is 2-3 hours of people venting, and that's what we're here for. And we hear fans complain about coaches, and we also see that on social media. And David, we're not seeing what ADs and administrators and those people have to say about coaches. All we can see is the fans' point of view, and I bring that up because there are a lot of fans upset over at the App State head coach Sean Clark after the loss last night to Coastal Carolina. Now, from an East Carolina perspective, all I've seen the last couple of years from App State is 2 wins over ECU, a win at Texas A&M, 2 epic battles with North Carolina, and I haven't seen everything in between that, which is conference play and them maybe not meeting expectations. But are fans right to be upset with what Sean Clark is doing there at App State? Was it just reactionary because of the loss to maybe a down Coastal Carolina team last night? What's your take on Clark and App State and what's going on there?
I think it's fair to be restless, and I say that as someone who likes and admires and respects Sean Clark and has gotten to know him a little bit. just candidly, at a place like App State, and you would know the ECU version of this snapshot better than I, but App State, like ECU, is a football-driven athletic department. There's no doubt about it. There are other good sports on campus, but it starts with football. And at App State, I believe the number is there has only been one or two non-winning seasons in the last 30 years at App State. Sean Clark has one of those, and that was last year when he went 6-6. So, bowl game in his first full year, bowl game in his second full year. He inherited a pretty good team from his predecessors, and then drops all the way to 6-6. If Sean Clark hadn't gone 6-6 last year, and this was his sort of, rough and tumble, unpredictable, lose some close games here and maybe fall to 6-6. If this was the first time, Sean Clark's job would not be in jeopardy. But because they're App State, because they're a three-time national champion, because they made that leap to FBS, and they immediately became, under Scott Satterfield and Eli Drinkwitz, now at Cincinnati and Missouri, one of the best teams in the Sun Belt Conference at the FBS level. And then Sean Clark is the guy on watch as they kind of crashed back to earth last year, and then we'll see how it plays out this year. Obviously, if you finish 9-3 somehow, you keep your job. If you finish 6-6 for the second year in a row, all bets are off. So that's the snapshot in Boone. It's not a fun time of the year when we talk about coaches' hot seats at any school, but that's the reality right now in part, Clip, because obviously the dollars are bigger than ever. What these coaches are getting paid is bigger than ever. And because of the transfer portal, these athletic directors tend, generally speaking, to have less patience than they used to, because even if you have some roster issues, the transfer portal theoretically lets you fill those holes a little bit more quickly. So it all adds up to, this is why these guys get paid the big bucks, man. The upside is when you cash your checks. The downside is there's more pressure to win than ever, and there's sometimes a shorter amount of years to win than ever in college sports history.
David Glenn joining us, Halloween Express Live Line. Let's talk about some other teams in the state, David, and a big one going on Saturday night in Chapel Hill. North Carolina trying to remain undefeated. Miami trying to bounce back from one of the worst losses you can fathom in college football history the other night when they decided not to take a knee, ran the ball, fumble. Georgia Tech hits one over the top and somehow escapes with a victory down at Miami. So how does Miami bounce back? And Mac Brown, is this a special season for North Carolina? Once again, 5-0. We talked about it with Mac McCarthy yesterday. Louisville, Florida State, and North Carolina, I believe, all don't play one another. So you're still sitting there with a scenario where they're all undefeated at the end of the year. Now, a lot of football left to go before that, but North Carolina in the discussion right now because they do not have a blemish on the resume.
Yeah, that's true, Clip. And one thing to add to that snapshot is that Clemson already has 2 conference losses.
Yeah.
So that means everybody else knows that, 8-0 obviously gets you into an ACC title game. But everybody knows that if you go 7-1, odds are you're going to be in the ACC title game, right? Florida State's in the pole position. I think the Seminoles are the best team. They already went to Death Valley and beat Clemson head-to-head. But you do have 6-0 Louisville. You do have 5-0 Carolina. You do have 4-1 Miami, and an even 4-1 Duke, among others, thinking that they can be in Charlotte for that ACC title game. In terms of the Tar Heel Hurricane matchup, that is 2 of the guys at quarterback playing the highest caliber of football in the ACC right now at that position. Drake May obviously doesn't have the numbers he had last year, but he's still going to be a high first-round NFL draft pick, assuming good health, and he still has really good efficiency ratings, in some categories even better than last year. And a guy named Tyler Van Dyke, who was good 2 years ago for Miami, not as good at all last year, is playing probably the best football of his college career for the Hurricanes. So I think they are 2 of the 4 or 5 best teams in the ACC going head-to-head. And I do think the Tar Heels have, it could be the best Carolina team since Mac Brown left for Texas way back in 1997. I don't mean that they're going to play in the college football playoff. I do mean that the Heels have a legitimate shot at making the ACC title game, because it's not just Drake May and a pretty productive offense. The Heels are way better on defense than they were a year ago, and that'll make them a slight favorite against the Hurricanes and really a favorite against most of their remaining regular season schedule.
Another one coming up Saturday night in Durham, NC State at Duke, and I'm looking at ESPN's college football page, David, just to look at the schedule, and it has the leading passers and rushers going into the game. And for this game in particular, it has your leading passer, Brennan Armstrong, leading rusher, Riley Leonard. And my question is, will we see either one of them on the field on Saturday night?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I have not seen, I don't believe Duke has provided any definitive updates on Riley Leonard other than listing him day to day. He's a difference maker. I mean, predicting this game is very hard without knowing whether Riley Leonard is going to play, because his backup is a redshirt freshman named Henry Beelan IV that the Duke coaches say good things about, and he's another, like Riley Leonard, he's a David Cutcliffe signee. But asking a redshirt freshman to beat NC State, I think, would be too tall of a task. The Wolfpack have a very good defense. I know they just gave up a bunch of points to Marshall, but overall, that State defense has been fantastic this year. And M.J. Morris has taken over the starting QB duties for the Pack because Brennan Armstrong, the Virginia transfer, just could not get it going. I mean, State had offensive issues, not quite as bad, but similar to ECU's offensive issues. Problems on the line, not enough skill production, and the quarterbacks themselves. So M.J. Morris stepped up against Marshall. He's not yet an elite quarterback. If it's M.J. Morris against Riley Leonard's backup, I think the Wolfpack's going to win the game. If Duke is at full strength, then I think Duke wins the game. So I know that's kind of skirting the issue, but that's the bottom line. Riley Leonard is that much of a difference maker, as he showed in Duke's win over Clemson. He can run it. He can throw it. He's smart. He's experienced. It's just a different ball game entirely if the Blue Devils have to go to the young backup.
David Glenn joining us, Halloween Express, live line. Hurricanes getting their season underway tonight, DG. We talked to Mike Maniscalco Monday on the show, and I brought it up with Mike as a Braves fan, and as I'm just thinking about this. Are you a Phillies guy, DG?
I am.
Okay. Maybe we'll hit on that in a moment. But as a Braves fan, it just became in the 90s, and we've circled back to that again, World Series or bust, and you almost don't care what happens in the regular season. And I hate that it's that way, but I just use the term victim of your own success. Is there some of that with the Hurricanes now? You're going to enjoy the journey, of course, but for the Caniacs, it's like, all right, what are we going to do next spring, next early summer, right?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling right now because I've never seen more preseason optimism surrounding the Carolina Hurricanes. And yet you're the hunted now. People know how good you are. You've been in the playoffs 5 straight years, right? Your head coach, Rod Brindamore, is a universally respected guy. Free agents are even choosing to come to the Hurricanes, even if the money is just as good or slightly better somewhere else. This is as stacked a Canes team as I've seen, and it's not just my opinion or my buddy Mike Maniscalco's opinion. The wise guys in Vegas, meaning all the sports gambling websites, have either the Canes #1, the preseason favorite to win the Stanley Cup, or on an extremely short list of the, the 1 or 2 or 3 favorites to win the Stanley Cup. I don't believe that's happened in the history of the Hartford Whalers / Carolina Hurricanes franchise, which has been around for a long time. So it's uncharted territory in that regard. In hockey, like many sports, you better stay healthy if you're going to realize those preseason expectations. But beyond good health, I do think the Canes have everything they could possibly need to have one of the best seasons in franchise history.
David Glenn joining us. DG, Citizens Bank is going to be rocking less than an hour from now. Braves get the dramatic comeback in Game 2 where they were pretty much lifeless up until that point. Zach Wheeler and the Phillies pitching had held them down. So how are you feeling right now heading into this Game 3 coming up?
Cautiously optimistic. That's about as intense a postseason environment as I've ever seen in any sport, meaning my original hometown of Philadelphia. Those fans sometimes get a bad reputation, occasionally deservedly so. but they can also be passionate and loud in all the right ways, and deservedly so with that reputation too. So it's going to be hard for the Braves to go in there and win, and even get this series back to Atlanta. But the Braves won more games than anybody in baseball for a lot of different reasons. I don't know if the Braves are quite as good as the team that led the MLB in wins this year. And obviously the Phillies split in Atlanta has a lot of those Phillies fans hoping that they can just win this in 4 games. So I'd say, again, cautiously optimistic. I think these two teams may have the best chance to win the World Series.
Yeah.
So the survivor of this, I will not be at all surprised if they go on and claim the biggest prize.
David Glenn joining us. DG, going to be a fun Thursday. Been talking about it all week. Coming up 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thursday. Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. We've got these awesome starry painted black T-shirts that will be given away. Also, a free Carolina Caliber treasure towel. You will have a chance to win 4 free tickets to ECU SMU. And DG and the Pirate Radio crew will be there. So that'll start off a big Thursday, David.
I will bring some David Glenn Show T-shirts, too, just in case anybody wants a couple of those. I'll try to bring multiple sizes. And, of course, it's always great to see you guys. I still have all my Pirate Radio T-shirts from, we've been partners in various ways for over a decade, it feels like. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. I'm actually using your office's clip as my home away from home tomorrow in between our lunch at Tiebreakers and our tailgate tour next to Dowdy Fitlin Stadium tomorrow night. We'll be out there from 4 to 7, I believe, in that area, right there next to the Pirate Radio tents. So
awesome.
Look forward to seeing everybody, and I appreciate you guys supporting me as you have for a long, long time.
Yeah, we'll be happy to have you. Depending on what happens in Braves Phillies, we may need to stay separated from one another, but we'll figure it out. Before you go, DG, a couple of messages here on YouTube. Jansen said DG is the man, one of the best in the business. Eric is asking how the lovely and talented Maria has been doing. You can answer that one real quick, David.
That is very kind to ask. She's fantastic. She created her own, she calls it an executive coaching company. So she deals with CEOs and other business owners and coaches them up. And she's turned it into a very successful business. So our kids are grown now. Anthony is an ECU proud graduate, of course. My daughter Avery is a senior at App State. So there's a lot more husband-wife time. It's good from my perspective. I can't speak for Maria, but she's doing great personally and professionally, and I appreciate them asking about that.
And Ryan says, I used to do a delivery in Greenville while in college. DG was my saving grace during those long days in the car. Love when he had on Ruffin McNeil and David Cutcliffe. So, DG, when you do what we do, you see a lot of negativity out there, but a lot of positivity as well. So some nice messages being passed along your way.
Hey, man, I've always said that the good makes up for the bad, right?
No doubt.
I've been attacked, filleted, accused, slandered, libeled like everybody else in this crazy industry. So I have that Philly thick skin, but I do admit that if I did not have connections with people, just human connections, people who said, hey, man, you just make my day a little nicer. I listen to you for some chunk of whatever, 3 hours a day or 5 days a week or, now my website and podcast. It means a lot when I hear things like that, even at this late stage of my career. So thanks to Pirate Nation in all sincerity, because it just feels like you all are one of the parts of the state that has always kind of been in my corner. And actually, I'm looking forward to visiting many of the Pirate Nation fans that I've known for many years if I have some time to run around Dowdy Fitlin Stadium, which I think I will in the hours leading up to that game against SMU.
Good stuff, DG. Thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Big day here in Greenville. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks, Cliff. Right back at you, man.
All right, there is David Glenn joining us. Halloween Express Live Line. Halloween Express. Right next to Target is Greenville's premier Halloween superstore, Halloween Express. Get shopping today. Masks, decor, and more for adults, kids, everybody in between. Let's take a break. When we return, expecting the arrival of P-Mace, Patrick Mason. He'll join us to talk some Pirate football and more. Back with you on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to you in 4-ish minutes.
Take control of your health with ArcPoint Labs. There are a number of hormones that are important for a male's general health, other than just the common thought of testosterone. The ArcPoint Labs Overall Men's Health Panel test for complete blood count, liver and kidney function, cholesterol, thyroid levels, and more. Get a simple blood test today by getting started at arcpointlabs.com or call 629-6228. ArcPoint Labs. Accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Visit arcpointlabs.com.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope. There's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
It's hard to forget how hot it gets around here in the summer. Remember, the hotter it is outside, the harder your AC has to work to keep it cool inside. And the more energy it uses to keep you cool, the higher your utility bill will be. Your neighbors at GUC have tips to help you reduce your energy use, such as using fans to cool you down inside and cooking outside when you can in the summer. For more tips, go to GUC.com and look for ways to save.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late-night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
Looking for a hometown service in a hometown atmosphere? Look no further than G.W. Walker & Sons in downtown Washington. Randy and Carolyn Walker will work with you to make your home renovations come to life. At G.W. Walker & Sons, we offer a wide selection of flooring for your home, office, church, or school, along with expert installation. Stop by G.W. Walker & Sons at 203 West Main Street in downtown Washington, and let's start making those dreams come true. G.W. Walker & Sons, serving Eastern North Carolina since 1946. Go Pirates!
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hungry for game day, Pirate Nation? Take advantage of the Warren's Hot Dogs tailgate special of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.75 each. And the best part, this special is available every day. Just call ahead and Warren's will have your order ready to go. Hungry for breakfast? Warren's Hot Dogs in Chakawinity opens at 5 a.m. with cheese biscuits, chicken biscuits, sausage dogs, and more. Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chakawinity next to the fire station. Go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Hey, Pirate Nation, get ready for Thursday night football and join Pirate Radio this Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fort. Our team will be on site with 4 free tickets to ECU versus SMU to give away, plus free painted black Story t-shirts and Carolina Caliber treasure towels while supplies last. Friend of the station, David Glenn, will be in town hanging out and talking sports with us, so join us this Thursday for a fun lunch tailgate full of awesome free giveaways from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
We are Eastern North Carolina's football program. In time, we will be North Carolina's football program.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Chandler's back. Hey, Chan, man.
Hello.
Chan.
Nice chat with David Glenn.
DG. On the Halloween Express live line, Halloween Express, Greenville's premier Halloween Superstore.
Superstore.
Right next to Target. I was just jotting down the pecking order here at Pirate Radio.
Okay.
And
all right.
Who would you put here?
I would probably put Glenn Griffin.
Huh. Interesting.
No, actually, I tell you what, Shirley. Put Shirley there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I know where I am on the pecking order, just so you know.
So go ahead and put Shirley.
All right.
And you can put Glenn. Now, I tell you what, after Shirley, put Wes.
Okay.
Then put Glenn.
Okay.
Then you can put, let's look at B-Pace. Put B-Pace there.
Okay.
Let's see. Then you can put, Internaticus.
All right. We're done with this.
Okay, you're up here and I'm way down here. I get it. I get it.
Nobody said that.
I get it.
Nobody said
and
that.
And I'm fine with that because you know where I used to be on the pecking order?
Where?
Nowhere.
That is true.
Nowhere. And guess what? I'm on it.
You're pecking.
I'm just pecking away.
You got your beak out?
I used to be nowhere on that order.
You'd rather be part of it than off it completely, right?
That's right.
Patrick Mason joins us. How you doing, Patrick?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Long time no see.
Yeah, that's right. A little bye week action.
And nice. You said bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him, P-Mason. That wasn't good.
Yeah,
that wasn't good.
I absolutely said it.
Stand by.
Yes, sir.
I ain't
Put your
backing
foot down. Me and P-Mason hung out in Houston.
Well, good for you.
We did.
What's this guy's problem?
I don't know.
What'd y'all do? Did y'all talk about me? Did y'all miss me?
Nope.
Not even a little.
Nah.
No, I was looking forward to your call. I was excited to hear your voice.
No, I heard y'all had a good time, right? Watched some college football.
Yeah, it was nice. We actually hung out like people who don't have to work college football. We got to see what they do.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Texas and Kansas was on the screen. Watched that. That looked like a pretty good game until it wasn't. Can't remember the other games going on that day. Oregon State and Oregon, maybe?
It doesn't matter.
We hung out, had a good time. Pirates lost, though.
That they did, and they are doing that too much for my liking this year. Patrick, they're trying to right that ship coming up on Thursday, and like gentlemen y'all's ages, Donnie Kirkpatrick said they're going to shoot their shot.
Yeah. I saw that or listened to that, and I'm actually very curious to see what that means.
What is shooting your shot?
I wonder if they just said, to heck with it, let's just break out everything we got, and we're going to sling the ball all over the place. But I don't know if they can do that. I don't even know if that's what he was meaning when they do that. I'm very curious to see what that means.
Here's what I think it means. 1st and 10, ball at the 25. Rajay. 2.5 yard gain.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Well, they've been shooting their shot all year then, if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't know. And SMU, these aren't your, at least right now, numbers wise, and the way they've played, not your traditional SMU, let's score 50 and win 50-47.
They're
playing a little defense this year.
Yeah, they've been playing some defense, and they've been scoring points. So they've been doing what they usually do, score a lot of points, and they've been keeping teams from doing that. They're a team where I feel like there's a lot of guys that can beat you, like from their offensive standpoint. And I think a lot of these teams that ECU has played in the past, it's like you're able to circle one or two guys and say, all right, we gotta stop this. Like at Rice, it's like don't let Luke McCaffrey catch the ball. And they did a good job of that. But now it's like you can't just bracket someone all game. There's some multiple guys that'll beat you.
Who is the opposing defense saying that for East Carolina's offense?
I think for a while it wasn't anybody. I think maybe it was, hey, let's not let Rajay Harris run hard or something. And now maybe right now it's probably Javius Bond. I think teams are probably aware of that screen game, kind of getting the ball him into space. But otherwise, I don't know what or who scares opposing defenses. I know Chase Sowell has played.
I think it's going to be a big game for him. Like, how does he respond to his, like, I don't know if you would call that a breakout game, but that 2-point conversion catch,
it was big time.
It reminded me of Little Big League. Remember?
Was that where? Yeah, I remember that.
All right, so the manager's favorite player is the old first baseman. And he gets a CNI single through the right side, and he's going crazy in the dugout. And the assistant coach, hitting coach, is like, do you think getting that excited about a base hit tells you that this guy's about done? But that's how I felt. Like, Sowell made that catch. I'm like, yes, we made a play,
and it was a contested ball.
Yes.
Like, it was, he boxed the dude out, he went and got it. I mean, it was awesome.
And I see a million of those plays every weekend
across the country,
but I haven't seen ECU make those plays. So it got me excited, and I just hope we can see more of it.
7 catches, 88 yards for Sowell.
That's a big game, and that doesn't include the contested 2-point combo.
A couple notes there real quick. Like, he had 10 targets, which was by far the most of any player on either team, so they were clearly looking for him. I don't know if they saw some sort of matchup, but they were like, maybe he was hot, and they're saying, you're our guy right now. You can catch a ball, you can run a route. I mean, some of these basic things, but they were definitely going for him. Also, Chase Sowell was the first receiver, I know it wasn't a touchdown, but to catch a ball in the end zone. So
the seal is kind of broken.
Yeah, so it's definitely cracked. Like that water bottle, you kind of start it for someone and maybe someone else finishes opening it. So I'm hoping that sort of just leads to some, positive happenings, positive instances where receivers find their way into the end zone with the football.
How tight are your water bottles?
Sometimes really tight. It's kind of difficult.
I've been there.
Yeah, some of them fight back on
like a pickle jar, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. So just kind of to go back to your question, maybe Chase. I mean, teams. He's not going to be able to sneak up on anyone. I don't even know if you can say he snuck up on Chase, but I'm just saying, like, they're going to be aware of him in the passing game. Yeah. And I think my thing, if I'm a defensive coordinator for an opponent, I think Javius Bond, don't let him get the ball in space, and I think you're fine.
How many touches does East Carolina need to get for Bond a game?
I want to see him get like 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see him get double digits and just find different ways to get him the ball, because he's got that burst. If he's got a little wiggle room, he's going to make a play. So
you know what I want to see that we're not going to ever see? Running back screen to Javius Bond, because he screwed up the first one.
Because he's too fast.
And now they're not going to go back to it.
Yeah, but so in the bye week, my whole thing when I'm thinking about this game is, like, they talk about they went through volumes and volumes of tape. They're looking at everything. I'm just really curious of, like, what there is to clean up and how they can clean that up. So, for instance, like that Javius Bond screen where he kind of leaks out too quick, the tackle can't get up there, and they didn't block it properly. I wonder, is that something where you keep it in the book and say, this is an awesome play?
I hope so.
We just got to, like, refine this a little bit. And if that's the case, that's awesome. And maybe ECU is a little bit closer than we thought, if they can just refine some things. But at the same time, you've been practicing this for, all summer. So.
I know. Do we, at some point, you don't have the parts,
right? And that might be the more scary option, I guess, when you look at all this and say, all right, we've looked at everything and I don't know what to do. So,
and it kind of stinks when you're at this point. It feels like past basketball seasons my entire life, where I want to get excited about what else is going on in the conference and the standings, but it doesn't matter because you're not a factor in it. So it's like, why even look? But like Tulane Memphis is a big game this weekend, and kind of keeping an eye on UTSA. Can they bounce back after a slow start? But like at the end of the day, everything, like even when we talked to Rich Phillips, the play-by-play voice at SMU, I'm somewhat curious as to what they have, but does it matter? Like, it's all about us. Yeah. Can we get out of our own way? That's kind of how I feel about this season so far.
Javius Bond carries this year. He goes from 4 to 6 to 2 to 9, and then the last game, 7 carries.
How about catches? Did he have catches for last game? Did he have any?
Let's see. The catches from last game, he had none.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, if you can split up his carries and reception, that's fine. I just want to see him get the ball like at least 10 times. Find a way to get him the ball. I think part of the reason why you mentioned his carry numbers, 2, 4, some of those in there. I mean, they were running with 3 guys sometimes, and I think that's too crowded of a backfield.
The 2 carries, the game there he only had 2 carries was the App State game.
Did Gunn play last game?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think Marlon Gunn played.
Who got the what were the carries numbers, Chandler? If you can pull those up on the UB stat sheet one more time for us.
All right, in the ECU Rice game, when it comes to rushing, Javius Bond had 7 carries for 72 yards. Rajay had 15 carries for 46. And then Camaro Edmonds only had 2 carries for 7.
So no gun.
So no gun there.
You just wonder what it's going to look like when he's 100% healthy. Maybe Edmonds doesn't get back on. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Edmonds is probably the odd man out here. But there's still, when you got 3 guys like that, it's still a lot of mouths to feed. I mean, Rajay has, he scores. He's scoring right now. I mean, I know he's not the most explosive big play guy, but he's fine in the end zone. So that's a guy you got to give the ball to. And I think Javius Bond is your biggest big play upside at the moment. Besides, Josiah Hatfield has some big catches downfield, but maybe he'll get 1 or 2 a game. But I think Javius Bond is that guy.
What do you think the quarterback plan looks like for Thursday?
Probably Alex Flynn.
I've heard a move, and I've seen it on social media and even heard it on this show, that at this point, maybe see what you got in Mason just for not just this year, but you're trying to win games. But do you have a guy for next year? Are you going to have to go to the portal and find your next starting quarterback? So I've seen, and it's not really a knock on Flynn or Mason deserves to start. It's just a, hey, let's see what we got type of thing. I don't know, man. I don't have to make the decision. I'm glad I don't. But at this point, I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit, at least a couple more weeks. I think the coaching staff has a little bit more time before pulling that plug. But yeah, eventually, I think you do have to just kind of look and see what you got. I mean, there's gonna become a point where if they do keep losing, you're gonna have to start planning ahead a little bit and looking ahead. Not necessarily just totally scrapping this year, but you're gonna have to start thinking all right, this guy's gone, let's try to get this guy some time.
Eric says, P-Mace, you know what you do when you have a lot of mouths to feed?
Eat soup.
Make a big old pot of soup.
Yes, that's right.
Eric wants soup talk. All right, we'll do that when we return. More to go with Patrick Mason. He joins us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Chan Man, Joey, Shirley here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll have more for you when we return after this.
Y'all, this is Lisa with Halloween Express, and the countdown to Halloween has officially started. We are celebrating our 25th anniversary of being Greenville's premier Halloween superstore. Halloween Express has all the Halloween fun from adults to kids. We got you covered with the largest selection of masks, decor, and more. Halloween Express is easy to find right next to Target. Come by Halloween Express today and let our friendly staff help you answer the #1 Halloween question. What are you gonna be? Halloween Express.
Hey, Pirate Nation! Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. Dove, ducks, and deer, it's that time of year, and we've got the guns and all the gear. When you're not getting rowdy at Dowdy, enjoy browsing our online store and take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Be sure to check out our weekly hot deals, and when you're ready, head to Carolina Caliber. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make the perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
It's that time of year again. Football is back and the pads are popping. And off the field, it's the popcorn at Wally's 2 Kettle Corn that's popping. Whether it's a movie night or watching the big game with your team, Wally's 2 has you covered like ECU's defensive backs. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, or my favorite, better butter, or specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
The arrival of fall also means the arrival of new clothing at Russell's. Hey, it's Russell and we're gearing up for a new season. New color, new texture, new styles, and even a few new lines. Whether it's game day, school day, church day, or wedding day, we have you covered. It's all the quality clothing lines you've come to love and enjoy at prices you can afford. We're open 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday and have a great rear entrance for your convenience. Alterations are provided and handled in-house. A clothing store to meet your every need. Russell's Clothing in historic downtown Washington.
I intend to see to it that any man who sails under a pirate flag or wears a pirate brand gets what he deserves.
Pirate Radio,
I think it'd be rather exciting to meet a pirate.
the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Here at Brown & Wood,
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Eric won't say, "Oh, Eric, you messed it up, buddy." He wants a Chip Carey ad read for the Halloween Express Superstore as it would air on the Superstation. I don't do Chip Carey. I do Skip Carey, but I do not do Chip Carey. So, Eric, if you would kindly ask me again and maybe use a different name, I might just do that for you. Last Thursday at 6:37 p.m., Patrick Mason sent me a text that said, "Dick Butkus died, Bears by 1 million." I responded by saying...
You can't say that.
One word, very elongated one word.
It had 7 U's in it.
Yep.
I mean, that was it. That was the game right there.
Did you have some sense that something was going down after old Dick Butkus? Did you sort of feel it in the air?
Yeah,
that the Bears were coming.
Yeah,
I watched the game with him at AJ's, and he said, "Yeah, like Dick Butkus is dead. This is
it's
not
like
good."
If we don't sacrifice John Riggins right now,
yeah, that's what I mean. You guys got to one up somehow, you know.
I mean, if
Doug Williams is gone,
if Joe Gibbs makes it through this game, we're done.
Dan Snyder would not be enough of a sacrifice, but it would be warranted.
So yeah. You just can't win games like that.
No, you can't. You know, Dick Butkus is out there playing as the 12th man. You know,
who does Justin Fields play for next year?
That's a really, really good question. I think the Bears want it to be him, but if they get the first pick with the Panthers, you got to go Caleb Williams. So I don't know.
I like how you're saying that they won't have their own first pick.
Right.
It's going to be the Panthers if it's anybody.
Yeah, I think it has to be. The Panthers are brutal, like objectively.
Patrick.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Like I'm like rooting for Panthers losses while also watching a bad football team.
I wish I could root for Panthers losses so we can get the first overall pick.
That's how
but
I
we
was.
can't.
That's how I was with the Bears last year. I was like, at this point, if you win, I'm going to be upset. But now, so I'm at this point in the year, in the beginning of the football year, I can't get behind rooting for losses yet. Like they were at 0-3 or 0-4, and I'm like, I know they stink. I know we could potentially have 1-2 draft picks next year. That's all fun, but I'm not there yet where I'm just rooting for losses.
Sometimes I don't know how far down a team is. Like if the Panthers do pull out a win one week, like maybe everything will be okay. You can take a deep breath, all is well. But everything just piles up when you lose. So like Jamie says, Frank Reich may be in trouble with the owner. I don't know. I saw those comments.
I guess he's talking about, the meetings have not been fun. Well, no crap, they haven't been fun. They're 0-5, and I mean, I guess they meet every week, and I think Frank Reich said they meet multiple times a week.
That's
and of course, it's not been a fun conversation.
That sounds like a very hands-on owner, and
he is very hands-on. And I think there is a disconnect. I think there is a disconnect somewhere, and it's not good.
You also had Hayden Hurst, right?
Yeah.
Say something about effort and wants to see more
lack of effort
from his teammates.
This is what happens on bad football teams. They're
It's
bad
spiraling,
teams, and it's
man.
already happening.
Yeah.
And so for instance, the Bears, that thing was spiraling. The defensive coordinator quit. I mean,
Whatever happened with that guy, by the way?
I don't know. There's more to that story coming out.
Yeah.
And then Fields had his coaching comment.
Right. So for instance, the Bears, it was like, man, the sky's falling. This is horrible. And then they win one game, and the rest of Chicago's like, all right, we're not that bad. We'll figure it out. So it is like that. It does go like that. One win. Remember how we were talking about ECU after that Gardner-Webb win? It's like, yeah, it's Gardner-Webb, but man, they look good.
It feels good to get a
right.
win.
I'm just saying, a win just picks up everything. So, next time the Panthers win, it'll be like, all right,
Well, the first time.
the first time, yeah, not the next. The first time.
And it won't be this Sunday.
Hey, the Bears lost.
Of course, it's not going to be this Sunday, but at the same time, I could see, I can just see it happening where I'm like, oh, okay, you wanted to wait until we play the Dolphins to get the first win of the season. Just the Panthers getting a random.
So you're already going to be mad about the win if they win?
I'll be happy that we won. I mean, I got to be happy. I mean, I would be happy if we lost, if we had a first-round pick, but we don't.
I know, Chandler, but you'll have the first pick of the second round.
Yeah, just think about that. 33rd
No, we don't have a second rounder either.
Oh.
That's gone to McCaffrey. That's in 49er land.
So right now, the Panthers
We've got a
are down
third rounder
bad.
that we might trade for a receiver, probably.
Yeah, at that point, just start trading. Just amass all the picks you can.
Yeah, why do the Panthers want a number one receiver at this point? What is that going to do?
Don't ask me.
All right, I'm not. But there's more people in here than just you.
I don't know. I'm not
I don't
asking.
want to
talk about the Panthers.
Nobody's talking to you. I'm not talking to you. All right, Eric, I'm going to give you that Skip Carey ad read. The largest selection of masks, decor, Dale Murphy, and more for adults and kids is at Halloween Express right next to Target. What are you going to be? Get to Greenville's premier Halloween superstore, Halloween Express, and get shopping today. Open 7 days a week. Easy to find right next to Target in Greenville. Celebrating 25 years in business as Greenville's local Halloween superstore, owned and operated by Lisa and Clay Cartwright right here on the Superstation, TBS.
Wow.
All right.
That sounded like a cartoon show where some bit character walks in and has a role and just steals the show a little bit. That
might have been one of your best.
That was something.
Usually I have to say some Braves names to get into it.
That was
Sid
really
Bream.
Wow.
Andrew Jones. Yeah.
Deion Sanders.
Get mad about the pitch clock or something.
Well, I don't like these new rules. What is up with these enlarged bases? They're the size of cinder blocks.
Good word.
CL says, could you imagine Tepper firing his third coach in 6 years?
Yes.
Wait.
It'll probably happen.
Has Tepper been here for 6 years?
Does that math work? Check out.
That sounds about right. I would say 2018.
So did he fire Ron?
Yeah, he fired Ron when he came here. Fired Matty.
Then Matt Rule didn't work out.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is his 6th year. And he fired Ron in the 2019 season.
Yeah, I would agree with Frank Reich. That's a lot of hands-on, a lot of stuff going on there by the old Tepper.
Yeah, and he's already got a lot going on. He's got the soccer team. He's very hands-on with a lot of things in Charlotte.
Just win.
I just see there should be like a propaganda cartoon thing in papers of David Tepper with just his hand on the top of the skyline of Charlotte, because he's got his hands on everything.
There you go. You should draw that and submit it.
Not the Hornets.
No, but would you be surprised? Now the Hornets just got new ownership.
He's got his hands in the Hornets too.
There's Trey Turner.
Right in the beehive, you might say.
Who is the Hornets owner?
J. Cole.
Who did MJ give it up to? Was it just like some group?
What do you mean, no?
Or is
He's
it
a
guy?
partial owner.
He's partial, but majority. Gosh.
Do you think someone's just like driving in their car screaming at it? It's this guy.
Speaking of the Hornets, Clip, I do
Rick
have.
Schnall and Gabe Plotkin. They don't sound like real people.
That sounds like a deli
What'd you say,
ownership
Shirley?
group.
I was going to say, speaking of the Hornets, the Bleacher Report just tweeted out that Kai Jones has been waived by the Hornets.
Bye. Well, we're going to wave too.
See ya.
We're going to wave bye.
Bye, Felicia.
What a maroon. I love the Terrence Ross interaction where he said,
Is this guy there mentally?
Is he all there mentally? And Kai Jones says, yeah.
Look at my highlights. I'm the GOAT. Check my highlight tape.
He doesn't even say yeah. He just goes, I'm the greatest of all time. And he says, so no.
So no, you're not all there. The basketball junkies, crazy money in GameStop after the press conference when new Rick Schnall and Gabe Plotkin.
I'm glad to know they're basketball junkies.
I heard they make a mean roast beef and Swiss.
Yeah, sign me up.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll go another segment with Patrick Mason. We got our buddy Brooks Hill coming up to preview Hurricanes and Senators coming up tonight. Oh, Blackhawks.
Yeah,
It's
the
Blackhawks
Connor
season.
Bedard era has begun.
There you go.
Look out.
1-0.
Look out, world.
We'll take a break. Have more for you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, number 16 for your ECU Pirates. I've just launched a new t-shirt on pirateware.com that represents many of my dreams. I committed to play baseball for ECU as a 9th grader in high school. I worked hard many days for the thought of seeing my name and number 16 on the back of a Pirates jersey. On July 23rd, 2022, I was in a boating accident that resulted in me losing my right lower leg. After getting out of the hospital, I am still striving to become the first Division I baseball player to play with a prosthetic leg. Still I Rise has become my mantra and the way I approach each and every day and how I approach my comeback. As I watched my teammates last year get the I love you sign to the bullpen as they ran the bases following a home run, I used this gesture on my shirt to show my love to Pirate Nation. Purchase your Still I Rise shirt today at pirateware.com. Go Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Taylor from Fleet Feet, making sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season. Locally owned and operated by ECU alums Chris and Kendra Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoes, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come see us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf and Ski location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
The Sidebar is the place to be this football season in downtown Greenville. Get your team together for dinner on the patio or inside starting at 5:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Or take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest foods around for lunch Thursday through Saturday from 11:30 to 2:30. And on Sundays, enjoy a delicious fall brunch from 11 to 2. Make your reservation today by calling 751-0151. Follow The Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville for more details. Go Pirates!
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you can save an average of $889 per year. Hi, I'm State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer, and I'm ready to help you combine your home and auto and save in Greenville, North Carolina. Call 493-0002 today to get started on your personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food, fun, and football. Chico's has been a game day tradition for Pirate football fans since 1983. Whether the game is home or away, make it a Chico's Day for some great specials and the best chips and salsa in town. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 until close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Oh, man. The Braves broadcast just started, and we've already seen Ken Watlington without a beard and also young, fat Cy Seymour. If Cy Seymour was younger and fatter, surely he'd be that guy.
Oh, my God, he does look like Cy.
Who's this guy?
That is
That looks like Cy if Cy wasn't as energetic as he normally is.
Oh, man.
Laid back, lethargic, fat, young Cy. That was good. We got a chuckle out of that. We have fun. All right, welcome into Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Jamie says, question for P. Mace. Jamie's really forcing this soup question in. This is a dumb question. It's not a real question, but I'll ask it anyway. And, well, it's for you, Patrick. Is au jus with a roast beef sandwich considered soup and a sandwich?
No.
It's a stupid question.
It's just, it's like it goes along with your sandwich. It's like a sandwich aid almost. It's not soup.
I don't want to say kill a man, but like maybe
kind of like y'all did in Raleigh that one time for the Hurricanes game.
No, we killed a man in Raleigh. Maybe manslaughter a man.
Okay.
For a
real good
French dip. I just hadn't had one in a while.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, obviously it's got to be good, but the sauce has to go with it. I love when that bread gets soggy, kind of.
And usually I don't like soggy bread, but with au jus,
yeah, it works.
Man,
yeah, I'm the same way. I don't really like soggy bread, but with that, it works. So yeah, no soup on the au jus.
Eric says it is a real question. It is a broth.
Yeah, but you don't eat it with like a spoon. You're not just like you don't put away your sandwich and then like pull the cup to you and then just like finish it off. Like,
y'all,
you could, but that's not how you do it.
Y'all know what you're doing right now.
Yep,
you're reaching. I'm gonna call you Jack because you're reaching. And what's the Chicago beef sandwich or whatever? The beef.
Yeah, it's just called like an Italian beef sandwich.
Yeah, I want one of them too.
That thing's incredible. I got to find a way to to get you one somehow. Like bring it up here, because sometimes when my parents will visit, though, you can go to the place and buy like a pound of it, like frozen. And what you do is you get the sauce heated up on the stove.
You get the sauce on the stove.
Then you take like the slices of the meat and you put it in there. That's how you warm it up. Then you put it right on your sandwich. Oh man, it's good.
What's beef stroganoff?
Stroganoff.
I don't know, something with noodles or something, right?
Yeah, and it's got a an interesting ingredient that doesn't sound appealing. Let's see, beef
stroganoff.
So
good stuff, Chandler. You should try it.
I mean, I like it. Oh yeah, sour cream and mushroom gravy type stuff. But it is a good dish, a really good dish. I don't know if I've ever had like a real deal one. I've kind of made my own version.
Yeah, I've never seen it out like at a restaurant.
I only buy the
I mean, I'm sure
frozen
it is.
packets.
Yeah, I mean they got the frozen,
like the quick heat meal kind of thing. Yeah.
All right, let's talk food. What are we having tonight? I'm going to AJ's. So, I tell you what, the last 2 times I've got the cheesesteak at AJ's, it has been 10 out of 10.
Have you tried it in a wrap?
I have.
Not a fan?
I'm more of I'm a big man, right?
Yeah, so you want to add on?
So, I just felt like there wasn't enough there for me.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But it's good.
Now, I like cheesesteak in a wrap. But right now, I'm feeling hungry, especially after this all jus talk. So I think I might go for the full-fledged. Give me the bread.
Yeah.
Give me the everything.
Yeah, when you go cheesesteak, you just got to go all in.
And I really can't taste much right now. So I'm going to throw some jalapenos in there to open the senses.
Yeah,
what are you laughing at?
Chandler's face as soon as you said you can't taste nothing right now.
He said, oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm having crab legs tonight. Snow cluster crab legs.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Made by yourself?
By me, yes, at the house.
By me, for me? Fubu?
What do? You do steam? You do oven? Like how do you do it?
Steam them.
Steam
yeah.
it?
Steam
You just got what, like a pot of boiling water and you put the crab legs over it?
Yeah, put a little Old Bay in there.
How do you know when it's done? That's why I never cooked them by myself. I've been around friends who did it.
Usually the pot just kind of talks to me. It's like,
you just go.
It says, hey, Joey, the crab legs are done.
Yeah, crab legs, they yell out.
Where can I get that pot?
Huh?
Where can I get a pot that talks to me?
Beauty and the Beast.
Hey! If I wasn't sick, I would have had that. But everything's hitting a few seconds later.
So I operate on clip brain speed. Right?
Guest, be our guest.
And the first pitch is a ball outside.
Not scared of you, Aaron Nola. Not even a little bit.
Watch party for the last hour, besides Brooks Hill and talking Carolina Hurricanes.
And this food talk we're doing.
Ooh.
What should I pair that with?
I had some she crab soup over the weekend. I don't think I've had that before, but it was really good. I don't know what makes it a she crab or a he crab, but the she crab soup is good.
I mean, who knows nowadays?
That's right. Yeah, you can't be at this point, you can't be too picky with
Joey,
the gender of your food.
Do you like a male cheesesteak or a female cheesesteak? Do you dip your crab in butter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Anything else?
But I was going to ask, so that's where I'm kind of stuck at. All I have is at 3 clusters. I mean, I feel like that might be enough, but I'm thinking of a little side. What you got? Any suggestions?
A side for crab. Yeah, maybe
like if you're doing like a boil, maybe like some potatoes or sausage.
Coleslaw, maybe?
Corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob. Not coleslaw.
I was thinking, what'd you guys think about Cheddar Bay biscuits?
Yes. Yes. I think that'd be an awesome, because you got to have like some sort of bread, I think, with your the sloppy butter kind of stuff, and you get the biscuit.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Let's see.
Got a good dinner lineup.
Corn on the cob. By the way, coleslaw is on the list. Nice.
I just don't think of
I'm
those
not going to
two.
sit there and make coleslaw.
So, salad, roasted vegetables.
No.
We don't do veggies.
But number one is potatoes. Whether roasted, baked, mashed, or fried,
Did
potatoes
you see
are
the
a classic go-to side with crab legs.
Did you see the Al Michaels clip floating around last week? He has never knowingly ate a vegetable.
I saw that even as a kid. I was like, what? How does your parent not just sneak like a broccoli in there somewhere? And then someone said, like, whoever was interviewing him was like, what about like a non-offensive vegetable like a carrot? And he's like, whoa, that's terrible.
But I love that he didn't just say that and let it rest. He was like, so what I'm saying is you don't need vegetables to survive.
Yeah, he is living proof of an elderly gentleman who has not eaten vegetables.
For a Commander's Championship, would you eat only vegetables for...
Vegetables?
6 months?
Ooh. You know what? I could I need to lose some weight anyway.
Or just
The catch,
Would it
you
be
don't lose
would it be
weight.
worth it?
I stay fat.
The 6 months has
But
to be.
during up, would it be right afterward? Because like during up, could you be eating wings and stuff while enjoying the
No,
playoff
so it has to
run?
be throughout the whole season.
I was about to say through the season.
Yeah.
But you're guaranteed they're gonna win it at the end.
Yeah, as long as you
If-
keep
if
that
you-
vegetable.
if you
As soon
stay
as you eat
true.
like some chicken, boom, they're losing out the rest of the year.
I love. I could go salads and just not throw the ham and bacon on it.
Chicken, yeah, it'd be tough. I don't think I would do
Clips
it.
celebrating a Super Bowl win, and he's like 120 pounds.
I mean, as soon as that final whistle blows, you can eat some wings. You know,
I
all
might
that
be
stuff.
a vegetarian at that point. I might not have the taste for red meat or chicken anymore.
Your will to live has
I think
gone.
you'll want some meat.
Oh, you'll want some.
Think I want some meat?
Yeah.
I think if that's the scenario, you got to get up with the commanders and be like, guys, if we keep this guy vegetables only, we're winning. You know, you got to come up with some sort of deal with the team.
I would love to try it. I find it hard to eat a meal without meat.
You ever get hungry and you kind of looking through stuff and it's like, oh, I can make this, I can make pasta. Then you're like thinking, well, I don't have any meat to go with it. Or I'm going to make a salad, but I don't have any chicken. And then I get all disappointed. I'm like, I need some meat.
P-Mace, would you give up soup for the rest of your life for a Blackhawk Stanley Cup?
No. I would not. No way.
Soup is way
I've
too
already
important
seen
to this
3 of
stuff.
those in my lifetime, so I'll take soup. I'm set.
All right, White Sox.
Just for one championship.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, you saw one of those.
Yeah, but I was like, was I 15 or 14?
That's the magic.
Yeah. I mean,
hour.
I had, that was the most amazing time for sure. But now I'm like, you start understanding what's going on, and it's like, yikes. So no, I like my soup too much. I want to get that team figured out. Like they got to figure it out.
Austin Riley
Get
pops
down.
it up. That's what I call a line drive base hit for those listening on the radio that didn't see it. So a 2-out single for Austin Riley in the first inning, no score on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck between the Braves and the Phillies. The Fighting Phils. Patrick, as a White Sox fan, what is your opinion on the Braves and Phillies as organizations from a like to dislike standpoint?
I think I really respect what the Braves are doing, like and how they did it.
Ton of respect.
Yeah. I think
ton of respect.
They do. All right, they consistently win the division, right? That's what you ask. If you're a fan, like just win the division, get just more turns at the wheel to win in the postseason.
Yeah,
like,
but
the Braves have like one of the best teams in baseball, but like when you get to the postseason, it's like small sample size, and you don't know what the heck's going to happen. So I just get there, win the division.
Good point. Should we have a 162 game postseason to really decide?
I almost like that
Trouble.
regular
That's
season.
tough.
That regular
Trouble.
season is
That's
such
tough.
a grind. Like, what are you gonna like? You got to have some sort of reward, I guess, for the regular season winning that thing, because that you probably are the best team if you have the best record at the end of the regular season. That is like a grind, You
Do
gotta
teams
build a
get
team.
enough reward?
I don't think so, because you get what? You get one more home game for the first series potentially.
Well, let's
That's
fix it.
So how? Like I thinking, I heard somewhere in Korea. I don't want to do this by any means, but like the team who wins like their division or whatever gets like a 1-run lead. Like they get a lead, and that's sort of their thing. I don't know if you can mess with games like that, but there needs to be something more, I guess. But I don't know.
I mean, you could do like the wild card and put all the games at home for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I think that would probably be fair, because I think you got to be rewarded for being the best team over a 6-month span. That's a grind. That is a long time. You got to have health. You got to have pitching, hitting. I mean, all this sort of stuff. And then like when you get to the postseason, you got 2 hot pitchers potentially, and you're out of it.
Come on, get to them right here. 2 on, 2 outs. Marcell Ozuna from the Braves up.
Like that's what happened. To the Rays got KO'd in 2 games. There's a few teams like
Brewers.
that out there. Yeah, and you're just like, we played 2 extra games than the White Sox. Like, was it worth it?
All right. Jamie says, who did the Bears play this weekend?
The Bears. They have the Vikings. I think Justin Jefferson lists Vikings.
He's going to be out.
Yeah, what is the line on that? Where is it at? Minnesota's still a favorite, 2.5.
But
might take the Bears.
I was going to say, that's actually...
Come on, dude.
The Vikings
Can't take
are
that.
playing good.
Ozuna strikes out to end the first, and we go to the bottom of the first with no score.
We can't do a quick GTO with P-Mace? I still haven't looked at the lines.
Let's do it very quickly.
VQ.
We are guessing the lines. Broncos at Chiefs Thursday night. What do you got?
Chiefs. Chiefs minus 7.5.
Chiefs 11.5.
Chiefs 9.5.
10.5. Ravens against the Titans in London town.
Ravens 4.
Ravens 3.
Titans 1.5.
Ravens 4. Commanders at Falcons. Don't forget, Clip's lock of the year. Commanders win. What's the line?
Falcons 3.5.
Falcons 1.5.
Falcons
3.
2.5. Vikings Bears. Vikings 2.5. Seahawks at Bengals.
Bengals minus 2.5.
Interesting game.
Bengals 1.5.
Seahawks 2.
Did the Bengals get off the mat last week?
No.
No? Okay. You don't know what that means? No. They were dead. Referees counting.
Oh, okay.
2, 3.
Gotcha.
But they get up before the 10 count and they're still in the fight.
Kick out.
They are such a weird team.
Bengals 2.5. 49ers at Browns.
Niners 5.5.
8.5.
Niners 7.5.
Niners 7. Dolphins are 13.5 against the Panthers. Colts at Jags.
I'm going Jags 2.5.
I have a AFC South bias where I feel like the same teams play every week.
All the time.
I cannot tell the Texans from the Colts and the Colts from the Jaguars and the Jaguars from the Titans. They're all the same with their their funky turquoise colors.
Yeah.
And like they're all the same.
And blue everywhere, yeah. Let's see.
Colts and Jags.
Jags.
I would love to see your inner brain operating right now.
Jags. What I'm doing is I'm watching the game in my mind. Kind of like you do.
Oh, you do that too?
Yeah. Just for Jags. I'm going to go Jags 3.
2.5 Jaguars.
I said Jags 2.
Jags 4. Saints at Texans. I can't figure out the Saints.
I'm going Texans 1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go Texans 2.5.
Saints 3.5.
Saints 1.5.
That's close.
Patriots at
Raiders 5.
Raiders 3.5.
Yeah, Raiders 3.5.
Raiders 3. Cardinals at Rams.
Cardinals. Rams by 3.
Rams trying to get back to 500.
Rams 4.5.
Rams 5.
Vegas is saying, cute start, Cardinals. We like what you've done, but now you're a 7-point dog at the Rams.
Ooh.
That's a lot of points.
That is.
Eagles.
Josh Dobbs.
Eagles at Jets.
Eagles by 6.
8.5.
Eagles touchdown.
Eagles 7. Lions at Bucks. Bucks breaking out the creamsicles, I believe.
Ooh. Lions 3.5.
God, I just had a thought. I just saw part of the game, Chandler. I'll tell you after you tell me your line.
Lions at Bucks, you said?
Lions 3.
I'm going to go Lions 2.5.
Lions 3.5. I just saw Baker Mayfield throw his 3rd interception in that creamsicle jersey.
Oh, I can see it.
Do you see it?
I see it.
Do you see it?
Hold on. Whoa.
Yep. G-Men at Bills. Bills are a 14-point favorite. Woo. Monday night, Cowboys at Chargers. This is going to be all Dallas fans out in L.A. What's the line? I'm going to say
4.
this.
4.5.
Ton of respect to the Chargers given by Vegas here, I feel like.
Saying Chargers 4.5.
Chargers 4.5?
Chargers 2.5.
Okay, maybe I'm misreading this one.
Chargers 7.5.
Is it Dallas?
Dallas by 2.5.
Interesting.
You better money line. This must be your lock of the century. Chargers 7.5.
Is that what I heard? I heard G-Men. I thought they were playing the G-Men.
No, they're playing the C-Men.
Got that one really late.
That's our new name for the Cowboys. Like the C-Men.
C-Men.
C-Men!
Like, I'm going to say it, when the White Sox would play the Mariners, Hawk Harrelson, radio announcer, if the Mariners had the bases loaded, he'd always say, sacks packed with seamen.
Love that.
I love some Hawk.
Put on the board. Yes. Yes.
All right, Patrick, you are free to go.
All right.
Woo. Get on out of here.
Get on out of here, man.
Get on.
I got 2 more questions for you. What did you do last Saturday?
I actually went to I had tickets to go to the UNC game.
Did you go?
Yes, I did.
Who'd they play?
They played Syracuse.
Oh, yeah.
So that was kind of fun.
Who'd you go with? Can I ask that personal question?
Yeah, I just went with some friends in the neighborhood.
You got
4
friends?
questions.
Yeah.
How many friends you got?
Is it low place?
7 questions.
Yeah, no, I got some friends.
These are side questions. I still have my main 2 questions. One, what did you do Saturday?
Dish, I got you.
These are these are condiments.
Appetizers,
These are
my bad. I just came to the table late. I know how that
well,
is.
that's cool, man. I wish buddies would invite me to games. Not that I could ever go. Not that I have buddies. What are you going to do this Saturday? What's question number 2?
I don't even know yet. So that's actually kind of fun.
It's kind of cool to not have a plan.
Yeah,
right?
I know. That's how I usually operate. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Here's Trey Turner.
I'll be fixing a toilet.
All right.
Actually, my wife is the handy woman, so I secure the parts and she fixes it.
Yeah,
and I kind of stand over and be like, "You did it. Good job. That was awesome." So that'll be at least part of my day. The other part will be watching Oregon and Washington, which should be a great one.
All right.
If you're in these parts, let me know.
Yeah, I
Maybe
will.
we can get together. Chandler, you gonna be in town?
I'm playing golf on Saturday.
All right.
Probably my last time this year going to be able to play.
Why is that? You having surgery?
Well, it's going to get cold, and I just don't like playing in the cold.
Did he go? He did.
Yes, he did.
You damn well bet he did.
Good thing that's not Angel Hernandez, and the batter is Bryce Harper.
And that was for strike 3. See ya, Trey. All right, Patrick. See you, buddy.
All right, see you guys.
We'll take a break, come back. When we return, Brooks Hill will join us. We'll talk some Canes hockey and keep you up to date on what's going on between the Phillies and the Braves. No score, 2 outs, bottom of the first in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
And the brotherly shove.
Bryce Harper up for Philadelphia. Take a break, come back. More to go on PRL after this.
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low, low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on, Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Are you having a hard time participating in the activities you love due to pain? Well, then you need a good stretch or perhaps a massage. At Bodies in Balance, they offer massage therapy, assisted stretching, and Graston techniques to help provide solutions. With years of experience, the team at Bodies in Balance can create a stretch or massage program that is right for you. Mention Pirate Radio to get your first free stretch and your first massage for only $1 per minute. Call 916-4530 to get on the schedule, or you can visit them online at bodiesinbalance.com.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's big anniversary blowout, and we're celebrating it in style with huge anniversary savings on hundreds of items in stock, plus 6 months special financing. Experience the most restful, rejuvenating sleep ever on a comfortable mattress at a very comfortable price with up to 48 months special financing. Plus, in celebration of our 8 decades in business, register for over 8 anniversary giveaways during the big anniversary blowout at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cucinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cucinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cucinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pirate Radio.
You know, East Carolina deserves to go to Omaha. People should be worried about us. We're going to be really good, and I'm not afraid to say it on record.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
Together, the spotlight's in something known to change the weather.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women. Whether it's dress, casual, or even a formal occasion, Russell's has you covered. Russell's has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington, Pirates supporting Pirates. And the Buccaneer Music Hall has all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. They'll have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Speaking of the Dubuck, they sponsor the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, which we keep you up to date with. And right now, the Braves and Phillies are scoreless in the top of the second inning. Shirley, I'm going to send you that number right about now. And we will get Brooks Hill on the phone because we've got another sport to follow, and that would be Hurricanes hockey as the Canes get off to the start of their season tonight.
Go Canes. Guess who I picked up in fantasy?
Wait, I need an update first. What is your record?
4-1.
After I saw Jacoby Myers score a touchdown, I thought, I bet Chon's winning another one.
I didn't even have to have him on my starting lineup. But guess what? When it comes to going into Virginia, I stared at his name for first touchdown scorer for quite a while, and I didn't take him. Oh, man. That stunk.
Who did you add?
Logan Thomas.
Oh, I need to check and see if my waivers went through. Chandler, I remember, so I was excited about, I think, your receivers maybe.
Yeah.
But you lacked a little bit in other areas, and I don't know if we clowned your team, but we thought you had a chance to be okay.
I remember you saying, I think you could be okay.
Run through your lineup again.
Well, the running backs are now.
Run through your lineup.
Cousins at quarterback.
Do you have another one?
Derek Carr.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, Jarrett McKinnon, Alvin.
So let's go Diggs, Moore, and then how many flexes do you have?
I have 2.
And who are they?
Right now, I put Myers in.
Yeah.
They played New England this week. Revenge game for Myers.
Yeah, revenge game.
Tyler Lockett.
Okay, yeah, I do like that. That's a nice core of receivers. Who are your running backs?
My running backs.
Now, this is where it hurt.
Jarrett McKinnon, who's had a couple of good games for me.
And then Alvin's back. Okay.
On my bench, Hollywood Brown, Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Algier.
You know what you need to do, my friend, is trade a receiver.
For a running back?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your tight end?
My tight end is Darren Waller, who's questionable this week.
Yeah.
And they play at Buffalo, so I might plug in Logan Thomas. In fact, I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah. I don't hate that. At all. Solid team. If you could... Hey, Joey, we need to cook up a trade for Chandler.
I would love to. I'd help him.
Yeah, trade one of those receivers, even one of those starters, because you could still go to Hollywood or Thielen if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
But you could get a lot of return on... Who was your second guy after Diggs?
DJ Moore.
I mean, you could trade him now.
Yeah.
He's at his all-time... Man, we should have done this last week. You should float more out there for a running back.
All right.
Right now.
Okay.
Is DJ Moore going to have a game the rest of the way like he had Thursday?
I don't know.
No, he's not. Strike while the iron's hot. Speaking of which, we're going to strike while the iron's hot. And talk to Brooks Hill, the king of the hill. Brooksy joins us on the Halloween Express live line. He is fired up because the Hurricanes play tonight. They get their season underway against the Ottawa Senators. Brooks, how you doing, man?
What's up, Brooksy?
Hey, doing good, guys. I mean, you guys were doing that fantasy rundown, making me question my lineup going into this week.
What are your questions?
We'll have answers.
Yeah, well, see here, I have almost everybody in the world on injured reserve now or questionable. You know, I picked up Zay Jones in the waiver wire, and he got me some good points while they were in London last week. Let me pull up my lineup real quick. I have my hockey notes pulled up, so I got to switch real quick. All right, so Travis Kelce, questionable. Devon A-Chain, out, injured reserve. Tank Dell, questionable. Cole Kmet, questionable. T. Higgins, questionable. And James Conner on the IR. So, fantasy land for Brooksy is not looking so hot.
I didn't know.
You didn't know that about Devon?
I didn't even know that.
I didn't mention it because I didn't want to make you mad or anything. But yeah, he's on the IR.
So I believe that's why people were picking up Jeff Wilson. Is Jeff Wilson still available?
Yeah, that might be. So I've had some trades come floating my way, and I just got to kind of survive. I guess these next 4 weeks or so, and hopefully get A-Chain back. And T. Higgins has been hit or miss all year for me. Of course, I sat him the week that he got 22 points, but twice he's gotten me less than 3 points, so I'm very afraid to play him again.
All right, well, let's talk hockey, Brooks. By the way, if Brooks' voice sounds familiar, he was a former intern here, but also has become a frequent caller on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show.
That indeed.
And those have not been fun calls so far this year, Brooks, but hopefully brighter days ahead for our Pirates, and definitely bright days ahead for these Hurricanes, because I looked at Stanley Cup odds, Brooks, and outside of, I believe, the Avalanche, the Canes have the highest odds to win the Stanley Cup, the highest odds in the Eastern Conference, and it is just, and David Glenn said it earlier in the show, the most optimism he remembers heading into a Canes season, and that includes these past years where they've certainly had a target on their back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're a Caniac, it's a great time. You guys have, come to life a little bit since I left Greenville, and have done a good job of keeping up with what they're doing down in Raleigh. It's the only red and black team that's appropriate to pull for that play in that little mile circumference over there. But, yeah, they made the big moves in the offseason, I think, that they wanted to, and that all started with locking in Sebastian Aho. Now is the highest paid Hurricane of all time. Past Ron Francis, Brenda Moore, Eric Stahl, Jeff Skinner, all those guys. and he's locked in for the next 9 years, and that's really good, especially when you have guys like Svechnikov and Kotkaniemi and Martin Necas to surround him with good supporting cast. And I'm sure you probably had it as one of your points, but they also got a little bit tougher with some new acquisitions as well, Cliff.
And those acquisitions are?
So they got Brendan Lemieux on a 1-year unrestricted free agent.
Any relation?
And, I would probably say so. not the same skill level.
Okay.
This is a pest. I would say he's in the top 5 of NHL in penalty minutes. But not like in the fighting way, because fighting has kind of come out of the game. But he's a guy who's going to agitate other people, I would say. And then they also got Michael Bunting, who played on the same line last year with Austin Matthews up in Toronto. And he was kind of, that guy on the line who does have, like, the good stick skill, but also, he's out there to protect Matthews, and he's going to be doing the same, playing along tonight with Sebastian Aho and Seth Jarvis.
All right, Brooks Hill joining us. It'll be the Canes and the Senators coming up tonight. Brooks, question for those that like to drive to Virginia. How many goals do you think the Canes score tonight?
Ooh, okay. So Ottawa did not make the playoffs last year. I believe Matt Murray. No, that's Toronto. Excuse me. I'm getting my Canadian teams confused. I'm trying to figure out who plays in net for Ottawa. I think that the Hurricanes would score between 3 and 4. I think they have a good offense. They're going to come fired up, ready to play at home, because the State Fair comes to Raleigh, I believe tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna fly out, and they're gonna go play all the Western Conference teams in California and Canada next week. So they're going to be all away from home for about 2 weeks on a road trip. So I think they're going to be fired up. Want to definitely entertain the fans here tonight. And I would say the safe play would be, I don't know what the team total is. I'm not looking at it, but if it's at 3.5, I think 4 is a good number.
All right. That's our Pirate Radio play of the day. Canes over 3.5 goals.
All right.
Lock it in. Brooks Hill joining us. Brooks, who is this season big for as far as personal? When you look at Aho, Svechnikov, these guys that have been around a while, Slavin, your core players, who needs to have a big one, a breakout year, whether it be for a contract, whether it be to earn the contract they're making right now? Who comes to mind for that?
So,
Wait, was that a hockey horn?
It was. I'm at the arena. We're actually hanging up the dashers right now.
That was awesome.
To get ready for our opening. That was completely unplanned. We're testing the new scoreboard, so it worked. That's good to know. But back to your question, Martin Necas had a great year last year, really disappeared at the last month of the season when the Canes were kind of limping into the playoffs. If you remember my calls from last year, talking about, hey, like this could be a first-round exit, but then they took care of business in rounds 1 and 2. Because last time he was in the last year of his contract, he did not play well. He signed a 2-year deal. Last year he played great, but now that we're at that last year of a contract again, I'm a little worried that he could be thinking about, if he doesn't perform, he's going to get shipped out. So there's one. Brett Pesce on defense is a guy that was talked about a lot at the national level for the Hurricanes this year, and it was because he was in the last year of his contract. On day 1 of free agency, the Hurricanes signed Dmitry Orlov from Boston, and it's like, Pesce still has a year left on his contract, and they must be using him for trade bait, or they're going to trade him and get another forward, because the knock on Carolina is they don't have a elite goal scorer. But they did not trade Brett Pesce. Tonight they're going to play with 7 defensemen, with Tony DeAngelo probably being one of the extras, or Jalen Chatfield, as DeAngelo is back with the team. So those are the forward and defense players that I would keep my eye on contract-wise. Everybody else is kind of locked in. We're kind of good with. I'm not too worried about. And then, the news is Pyotr Kochetkov, number 52. He's on his big boy contract this year, but they re-signed Anderson and Ronta. So they're going to both be the goaltenders for now. Now, eventually, Kochetkov will get called up, but the Hurricanes don't have an AHL affiliate this year. So anybody who's in the AHL level, they're getting loaned out to different teams throughout the country. So actually, it's quite funny. Kochetkov is going to be the starting AHL goaltender for the Syracuse Crunch, which is Tampa's AHL team, and about an hour away from where I am. So hopefully I'm going to make my way up to Syracuse and get to see Kochetkov play in person some this year. But Kochetkov in the net, Pesce on the blue line, and then Natchez up front are my three big contracts to watch.
Brooks Hill joining us, Halloween Express Live Line. I like on the Pirate Radio video, it says Brooks Hill, hockey expert.
I like that too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We have a question from Eric.
You can thank me for that, Brooksy.
There you go.
Thank you, Shirley.
Brooks, question from Eric. Does Tony DeAngelo replicate the success he had with the Canes during the 21-22 season, or was it a fluke?
I don't think it was a fluke because he was playing with Jacob Slavin, and anybody can look good playing with Jacob Slavin, I think. I think he's a great power play piece, and he's going to play on the power play tonight, no doubt. I wouldn't be surprised, based on the way that the roster is constructed this year, if he doesn't play in as many games. But the thing about Carolina is you have 7 defensemen right now on your roster who are good enough to be top 4 on any other NHL team. I don't doubt that the Hurricanes have the best defensive core between the 7 of them in the entire NHL. So if you just look at the stats and the box score, you'd be like, oh, like DeAngelo didn't score this week. Okay, like that's fine. Like how many games did he play? Did he only play once? Did he play twice? Things like that. So I would say it is a ratio based on the amount of games he will play. He will be just fine.
Brooks Hill joining us on the Halloween Express Live Line. Brooks, we'll have you on throughout the season talking hockey. Once again, you've kind of mentioned it, but tell the folks what you're doing these days and when does your season get started?
Yeah, so thanks to the Carolina Hurricanes making the playoffs all the way back in 2019 and Clip having me on when we were talking to Section 328 back in the day, I've made my way into hockey. I'm in my second year with the Binghamton Black Bears in upstate New York, about an hour south of Syracuse. It's single-A hockey, but it's hockey, and I'm getting to talk about what I love doing the most, and that's about sports, just like you guys get to do every day. And this week's been busy. We just wrapped up Media Day today with photos and interviews from all the local stations. And fun fact, if our Pirate Radio listeners remember Tyler Feldman, his old station, WBNG is one of the ones that report on us now. So I had a laugh with somebody today about Tyler Feldman. So hope he's out there doing good in Austin. But yeah, we start our season Saturday night at 7:00. Got a new deal in place that all of our games, home and away, will be streamed live on YouTube with our feed. So just like how I would watch ESPN Plus to watch the Hurricanes out of market up here in New York, and I get the Carolina feed, any fans can watch, and it'll always be my voice, which might be a bad thing or a good thing, depending on if you're my parents, talking about hockey all 56 games this season.
Good stuff, Brooks. Keep up the good work, buddy, and we'll talk to you down the road about the Canes, but it sounds like you're feeling optimistic about them getting off to a good start tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they're going to do good out in California, too. Appreciate all you guys and everything that you guys do, and hopefully you hear from me tomorrow night with a happy fifth quarter edition.
Hope so. That would be awesome. Thank you, Brooks. See you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, Brooksy. There is Brooks Hill joining us on the Halloween Express Live Line, Greenville's premier Halloween superstore. Halloween Express gets shopping today right next to Target.
One of the most nicest guys ever.
Most nicest.
One of the nicest guys ever.
Shirley, we need to give something away on this program.
Just give it away.
Give it away, give it away,
Man,
give it away now.
here.
Give it away, give it away,
I had
give it
to
away
use
now.
this one.
You're
Give it
slumping.
away, give
Hey,
it away,
Chandler,
give
sing
it away
Migration.
now. Wow, Power Radio, gonna be the awesome.
Migration.
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 Talking about my migration. Shirley, what are we giving away today?
Lunch for shrimp taco lunch, courtesy of Chico's. Caller 4.
All right, Ronald Acuna bats in the third inning, no score between the Phillies and the Braves on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Dub Buck.
Dub Buck.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live after
Dub
this.
Buck.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Do you want to go to the next ECU home game for free? Well, stop by Greenville Auto World and register to win tickets to see the Pirates play. Greenville Auto World has supported the Pirates for 47 years and will be drawing for free ticket winners weekly. Need an oil change or new tires? Remember Greenville Auto World for all of your vehicle service needs. And if you're shopping for something new, visit drivehерenow.com for the best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Greenville Auto World. Pirates supporting pirates.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
We started off with Samuel Adams Boston Lager.
That really changed the perception of what an American beer could be. I don't think that guidepost has ever changed. To create a beer for everyone.
Craft for everybody.
We make it easy, right? We pick up any of our beers and they're going to be great. They're going to be delicious.
Beer's original mission was to open the door for people and have everyone have a good time. That's what we're doing today at Sam Adams. We're craft for everybody, and we're really proud of that mission of delivering beers that can bring as many people together as we possibly can.
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
This is Gina from Naughty Life in downtown Washington, inviting you to come shop our Restock store. We are back from market with a great selection of everything Yeti and much more. For back to school, we have Scout lunch bags and book bags in all new patterns. We also have a great selection of t-shirts, including Old Road, Southern Fried Cotton, and Local Boy. Remember, we always provide free gift wrapping with your purchase. Shopping is always fun at Naughty Life in beautiful downtown Washington on Main Street.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
I sailed out of the port of Bristol with sailors wearing black armbands.
Pirate Radio.
And found ourselves proclaimed notorious pirates.
The voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Order Jersey Mike subs on the mobile app and get delivery right to your home, or save time and order ahead to skip the line to pick up from your nearest Jersey Mike sub location. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
We got a Ronald Acuna Jr. double down the right field line, followed up by Ozzie Albies single into right. Quick trip around the bases for Ronnie, and the Braves lead 1-0 in the third inning. Because, like myself, these Braves hitters are not afraid of Aaron Nola.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of
Aaron Nola.
Aaron Nola.
The best part about
in my closet.
In my closet.
But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of Aaron Nola.
Shirley, I'm sure you have something very important to say, but right now we are singing this terrible song. All right, Shirley.
Okay, Shirley, you can speak.
Oh. Okay, be careful now.
I'm so sorry.
Chandler's afraid.
I'm afraid. Shirley Rhodes.
No, the best part about watching this stuff is because one of the things is Clip hates it when I'm ahead and I already know what's about to happen. But sometimes the fun part is being ahead of him, knowing what's going to happen, and waiting for his reaction. And that's been the fun part.
And that, my friends, is what a watch party is all about.
But you understand why, right? It's just...
Yeah, I understand why you do it, or why you get upset with me. Because sometimes I do react.
It personal. I think you take a lot of things personal. This is not personal, Shirley.
What, in terms of...
I don't get upset with you, per se.
We should keep some receipts, you know?
I do.
I'm upset when... I just feel like all the feeds need to be together.
While I understand
synergy.
Team camaraderie.
While I understand that, we did get a nice little video of your reaction a few moments ago, and that was pretty funny for myself and Joey. Yeah, he got it on camera.
I didn't authorize that comment.
Well, it's gone. I clicked that. It's too long.
Sue him.
You took too long to ever look at it.
I'm going to sue him. Hey,
Joey's afraid. Joey's afraid.
Do it.
You getting sued. That boy right there, getting sued.
I promise you ain't getting much money out of it.
Sued.
I'd be like, get in line.
Hey, you ever heard Phil Collins sued? You getting sued. EO'd.
You know, you can always count on somebody or something in your life.
Yeah.
You can always count on Joey Perry making Dowdy Ficklen Stadium and Bagwell Field one of the best fields in college football, as he's posted a picture on Twitter, and there is black trimmings around the field, black stripes, but now the end zones are still purple fonted with gold stripes or gold trimmings, and of course the middle logo, the State of Mind logo, is in black, ready for the Thursday night primetime game.
Just call out Joey Perry's name, and you know that he'll be there. I don't know if I'm singing those words right either. I was looking for James Taylor. You got a friend. That was a terrible call by the umpire to make it 0-2, and now Ozuna's going to strike out and end the inning. But that was a great take. So he'll strike out on this next pitch.
You're so like me as a fan.
But it's all because of that bad call that made it 0-2.
I know.
That we're in this spot right now.
You're thinking the way I think.
You know why? Because you're a sports guy.
I'm a sports guy.
I feel like we should have a graduation ceremony for you where you get your sports guy diploma.
Have I not gotten it already?
Yes. You've earned it, but like you don't
should be like J.R. Smith and go back to school and get it.
Did you get your diploma like your like when you walk out of class last day? No, you have to wait.
That's right.
That's right. We have to make it all nice and neat and engrave your name and all that stuff. You got to wear a stupid cap and gown.
Where's the...
Why do we still do that, by the way?
What, the cap and gown?
I know people like traditions, but what is that signifying? Why is that the look?
Because they've been doing it for years.
Exactly. So you think you should always do what we've done for years?
You don't think people would be upset if like they
you think any laws or anything that's changed in society?
Okay.
You think everything should be the same?
Do you know how many grandmas and parents would be upset?
There's the strikeout. If they didn't see their kid wearing some stupid dress looking thing and a stupid hat
and get pictures.
All right.
It's a symbol of success. It's a symbol of an accomplishment. You have to earn that cap.
You have to earn to look that dumb.
You have to earn to wear that.
Hey, look how smart I am. I'm so smart. I'm going to wear this ridiculous hat and this thing that looks like a trash bag.
I don't know if you want people to know this, but don't be upset because you... Is it okay if I say this? Overslept? Can I not say that?
You can say what you want. I overslept I went to... Oh, well, good thing there's more than one graduation. I went to one on Friday night. I had to go to another one Saturday. I didn't show up to that one.
It makes me sick to my stomach that you say that and you complain about cap and gowns. Might be an all-time low for you when it comes to complaining about something. You're complaining about cap and gowns, something that people take pride in when they finish their education.
When I graduate, can I do the show in cap and gowns?
Are you stupid?
We got to take our final break. We'll be back. Yeah, boy.
That was fun.
This is good. This is good. I like this. We're back with you after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey, Pirate Nation, get ready for Thursday Night Football and join Pirate Radio this Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fort. Our team will be on site with 4 free tickets to ECU versus SMU to give away, plus free painted black Story t-shirts and Carolina Caliber treasure towels while supplies last. Friend of the station, David Glenn, will be in town hanging out and talking sports with us, so join us this Thursday for a fun lunch tailgate full of awesome free giveaways from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
This is Frank Lee with Appliances Superstore. We make buying appliances easy. Now we make buying golf carts easy. Yes, that's right. We have golf carts in stock. Icon and Bentelli, street legal golf carts that are ready to hit the road. Mention Pirate Radio and get $500 off your new cart. It's just that easy. Get your new golf cart today and save $500 when you mention Pirate Radio. We're located right off 264 behind the new DMV or AppliancesSuperstore.com. Appliances Superstore, where we make buying appliances and golf carts easy.
Hey, John, I see your new system's having issues already.
Yeah, I used the other guy with an AC brand I've never heard of.
You should have used Delcor, John. They install Train. It's hard to stop a train.
I know, but the other guy was cheaper.
Cheaper isn't better, John.
I know.
Don't use the other guy. Call Delcor. For a limited time, buy a new Train system and pay 0% interest for 12 months. Visit Delcor.com for more details. Delcor, the service professionals.
Are you one of the estimated 17 million people in the U.S. suffering from dry eye disorders that are not resolved using over-the-counter or prescription eye drops? Ask ArcPoint Labs about Serum Tears, a natural dry eye solution. At ArcPoint Labs, Serum Tears are tailor-made for you from a quick blood draw, providing a sterile and natural option to help those with dry eye conditions. Contact your ophthalmologist or optometrist for a prescription or contact ArcPoint Labs to help you find one. Visit ArcPoint Labs' new location on Dixon Avenue near the intersection of Arlington Boulevard or schedule online at arcpointlabs.com.
Built strong and built to last. Kawasaki Mule Side-by-Sides are made to handle the toughest jobs. Whether you're putting in a hard day's work or trail riding on the weekend, Mule Side-by-Sides are built to get it all done with confidence. From the compact Mule SX to the full-size Mule Pro FXT, no matter the task, there's a perfect Mule Side-by-Side to help get the job done. We've stayed authentic to our roots for over 30 years with an uncompromised commitment to performance, capability, and durability. That commitment is captured in 3 words after building a reputation that doesn't waver. When it comes to the capable lineup of Kawasaki Mule Side-by-Sides, those 3 words are trusted, tried, and true. Whether you're looking for a compact or full-size Kawasaki Mule, visit our showroom at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, or online at ronayersmotorsports.com. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Pirate radio sounds different.
Different is good. We are all the same. You'll be ashamed.
Because different is good.
Oh, yeah.
Pirate radio.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 65 at 33,804. The NASDAQ was up 96 at 13,659. S&P was up 18 at 4,376. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, everybody brace yourself for something bad happening in the world because Nick Castellanos has hit a home run. It is 1-1, Braves and Phillies. We will talk to you Thursday at 3:30 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Go see Sean, David Glenn, and the crew coming up Thursday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Tiebreakers for some awesome giveaways. And we'll have a fun game day coming up on Thursday. For Shirley Rhodes, Yoey, Chon, I am Clip Brock. We'll talk to you Thursday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the pirate nation.